Okay. Welcome to session 27. As always, I'll read the recap of the previous session. I mean, one of these days we're going to have to do like a 30,000 foot view too before this thing ends to catch anybody up who like may have come in. All right, so 26. Well, last session we picked up in the middle of chaos. Loman, the cleric thief, sent forth a darkness spell into like a horde of enemies, rendering both ally and enemy hindered by complete darkness, darkness that no light could penetrate. A seemingly endless wave of armored foes wielding spears descended upon the party. The complete darkness, the complete darkness caused many of them to trip and fumble, whereupon they would materialize out of the range of the spell, only to be cut down immediately by the warriors. So you had just a chaotic situation right there in the main entry hall. This went on for several minutes, allowing the party to focus their attacks on a manageable number of foes, likely saving somebody's life. So bravo on that bit of strategy from the gnome.
Well done.
When the
Thank
battle
you.
was over, yeah, that was a good idea. When the battle was over, the darkness was dispelled by Loman, revealing a room full of dead bodies. You counted 10 in this room alone, and there's no telling what happened to Aerowalk, the thief, who disappeared before the second encounter even begun. So again, this encounter was the second wave of enemies. You had already encountered 4 when you first came down the main entrance, and then short time later you encountered about 10 or 12 other ones who came to see what the hell was going on and what all the noise was about in the main entry hall. And with regards to the thief, Aerowalk spent this time sneaking about the halls, scouting, and waiting for the opportune moment to strike. So I have an image here for you of that. And I'll pull it up so people can see it.
Nice.
Very nice.
So that is Aerowalk
Lurking.
lurking around the hall.
Loman peeps and Airwalk lurks.
Yeah, they've got a lot of peeping, and there's a lot of peeping and lurking in this game. A short time later, the thief regrouped. He came out, and it shocked Loman because who inquired where he had been and what he had seen. He wasn't expecting the thief to still be consuming oxygen. I think he was kind of shocked by that. There was an eerie calm and silence after the fight, where all that could be heard was the faint sound of dripping water upon the stone. With the thief in the lead, the party moved east and then quickly north into a small corridor containing a large puddle of mud separating the party from a door at the far end. The thief made it clear that the puddle was transversable and suggested that several others make their way through to the opposite end. When no one spoke up, the thief attempted to jump over the obstacle but came up short and landed knee-deep in mud on the other end. Without warning, a yellow-green amoeba, like slithering slime, came up from the mud right in front of Loman, and the mud began to pour off the sides of the disgusting thing like oil off water. Tendrils formed and began to seek flesh. Zadar bravely put himself between the gnome and the ooze, raising his shield just in time. A tendril of this ooze splashed the front of his shield and began to seek around the other side towards his arm. And when he struck the thing with his finely tuned longsword, the sword passing through the amoeba to what looked like a central brain or some type of organ. Several pieces of the thing found their way to the nearby wall and began eating into the stone. The thief on the other side of the mud took several shots at the creature, missing, but his final bolt caused the thing to collapse into the ground, unable to form semi-solid matter anymore. So whatever happened, with that shot, it just collapsed like it's genetic makeup, or for lack of description here, it just collapsed. The binding of it just no longer worked, and it just collapsed. Formed a large puddle on the floor. Some of it flowed back into the mud. The group quickly began to burn the ooze off the weapon and the shield, but not before charring them black. A putrid smoke filled the air, nauseating all within the area. The liquid began to seep down into the floor, and the party took great pains to step around this obstacle. The fighter traversed the mud at this time, testing the depth of the pool with Loman's staff, revealing that it was indeed at least waist deep in the middle. The door on the other end was swollen, wet, and covered with mold. Any An attempt was made to observe any traps, which yielded no results. Airwalk quickly bypassed the lock. However, when he attempted to open the door, it quickly became apparent that it was extremely stuck. So you're dealing with a door that is probably an inch and a half bigger than it normally is from just swelling. The fighter began to yank at the door ferociously. With each pull, the door barely budged. But eventually, after about 4 minutes of this, it swung open and almost sent him falling back into the mud on his ass. But he was able to balance himself. And there it was, a wall of solid earth in front of you. Dead end. Frustrated, dirty, and tired, the party moved on from this area into the main hall. There were various rooms in this area. They were all searched, and it revealed them to be shoddy barracks of some sort. Nothing of value was found in any of them. Just shoddy mattresses and at most a table and a candle. The group moved on to the intersection at the end of the hall and proceeded north to a shut door. Let me give you some here. Here's the barracks hall right here. There's your barracks hall. That's the main hall. And you came upon a door like this with light flowing underneath it. And you heard no sound.
Oh, lots of great images.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a ton of them. So light flowed from underneath this door, but no sounds could be heard within. Cautiously, the adventurers moved into the room, revealing a narrow room containing a large table and a fireplace, burning lowly at the opposite end of the room. Various foodstuffs were contained here inside several crates and barrels. Indeed, this looks to have been a kitchen of some sort. And that is where we'll pick up, guys. If you look in notes, just a quick thing before we started, because I've been doing a lot of rules discussion lately. Basically, it boils down to me just trying to find what I like and what I don't like. So I reserve the right to change my mind at any time. But if you're curious about some of the house rules, sometimes I just find that something is just too much work, or I find a better way to do it, or whatever. But if you're curious about some of my current ones, you can go into notes and you should have house rules shared with you. You can
Yeah.
also find this in the forum. Yeah, and that is pretty much all I got to say about that. You all know the drill. If you want to do something, just ask, especially if it has to do with initiative. Sometimes I might allow it to be bendable. Okay, guys. Well, you're going to pick up. It looks like Scoot messaged me. Just give me a second to message him back to see what is going on here with him. Said he's going to run late. Let me just see. So, you guys are pretty dirty and filthy, but you have to remember that you literally got up about 2 hours ago.
Tapped out of spells already, too. So.
And you had quite an encounter in here. Oh, one thing of note. I think I am going to take... Why don't we leave the ranger in for tonight for various reasons?
Hey, do you want me to pick them up?
Yeah, if you don't mind. I mean, we have two out, right? So we need Zadar, which I will release to anybody who wants to play the fighter, the heavily armored fighter, I should say. And I will release Murder. And regarding Zadar, I said this in the forum earlier, but and I didn't add it to the recap, but when you guys got in the kitchen, the fighter actually looked down and noticed that the front of his shield had about an 8-inch diameter hole burned in through it completely. The sword, whatever that ooze it was made of, its composition definitely hurt the sword. It damaged it. It's burned, but it looks solid enough. It didn't, disintegrate it. Looks like you guys caught it in time and got it off in time, but the shield is toast.
You have any preference for which one for me to pick up?
I do not. You can pick up. Actually, you know what? I would rather you pick up Zidar.
Okay, sure.
And I need to get rid of this shield. I'm just gonna say destroyed.
So that leaves Laura or myself for the other one. So your preference, Laura.
I'm willing to do it. I've never played a second character before, but
Why don't you try it, babe?
Yeah, have some fun with it.
okay.
It's
So
not
who
too
am I?
hard.
Yeah, you'll have to just tell me what to do as far as
Murder.
murder.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna just take that character out of the game until if and when Roger comes back. It'll just be a character that I pop into the game. Doesn't have to make sense. It's just there for him to play when he wants to play. Because we all love Raj.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I just
Okay.
with me, I just like everybody to have one.
Yeah.
I actually prefer smaller groups, to be honest with you. 5 is like the size that I like. Okay, and we'll just wait for Scoot to get here, or we'll keep going until. So, what do you guys think? You guys are standing in here. I mentioned last week you heard some loud banging. Sound like maybe. How can I describe this? Loud thumping noises, like something like think of when you're at a loading dock and somebody drops a bunch of crates down. Sounds like that.
From what direction?
You heard it from all directions, to be honest with you. When you guys first heard it, you heard it coming from possibly the west southwest, and the second time you heard it reverberating through the halls to the south southeast.
So I'm thinking we could use a rest to recover and get spells back. A bunch of us are down a bit. I'm tapped out of spells. So it might be prudent for us to hole up somewhere. I don't know if we want to hole up down here in maybe one of the barracks, like barricade one of the doors, or go out and come back. But there's not much hospitable up top.
I mean, what's wrong with this room? Could we push the table in front of the door and
Yes, yeah, there's a door here too. So yeah, this room's a good size.
It's definitely not. Yeah, it's definitely not hospitable up front. That's a good point. Or up top side. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I would argue to say that it's probably not that hospitable in here either. But
yeah. Which way does this door swing? In or out?
In.
Well, at least we can barricade it.
Yeah, we can shift this table over, and yeah, this room has enough room for us to maneuver. Versus the others are kind of small if we get packed into them.
Yeah,
you can certainly try.
Okay. A shot.
Okay, just remember that at this point, this is your rest for the 24-hour period, right? So, like I was saying before, you guys literally got up 2.5 hours ago.
2.5 hours ago, yeah.
Yeah. So this will be your days. Just a reminder, you can do whatever you want. I'm just reminding you. This will be your 24-hour right here.
well, I mean, what happens after a long rest? You get hit points back?
You get some hit points back. So I have the healing proficiency, so I can tend to people so they get 2 from a rest. And then we get our spells back, so then we can do some cures.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll get Yeah, but with that, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that it has to be comfortable area. You have to have like a comfortable bed for that, right?
Mm.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works with that.
For
Like when
spells
you
or
can't
healing?
for healing,
Oh,
natural
okay.
healing,
Okay.
and it's you have to be like at
Yeah.
back in town, fully rested. It's not something that you do in the field.
You don't get any points back then, or just less?
You would get maybe one back.
Hmm.
The two. That's
Yeah.
fair.
And that's even like, I don't even know if that's rules as written, but that's how I would run it if you're camping in the field, unless there's some extraordinary circumstance where you're literally like held up, you know, in a room where it's got like 5-star beds and you're
Mhm.
chilling and there's no stress, you
But
know.
there are
Mhm.
rooms with beds over here, aren't there?
There is rooms with beds. I
Although
don't know.
it's
I mean, you might get lice
That's
laying in
true.
them, but
but but then we have to split up because there's only 2 beds per room, so then
Yeah,
that
and I don't know.
becomes a mess.
I don't know if there's a door. I don't know if there's doors that close to
you
those
hear a
rooms.
loud banging sound again.
Does it sound like it's getting closer, or is it the same distance each?
No, no.
Mm.
Sounds like somebody dropped something again.
Mm. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's up to you guys. What you
yeah,
guys want? You want to
yeah. I think we
try to
should
get
hole,
rest?
yeah, hole up in here. At least if we get our spells, we can get some healing.
Okay, how are you guys doing this?
Okay,
We're gonna
push the
boot this.
door,
Shut the door,
Mm-hmm.
push the
and
table behind the door.
I don't have anything in my inventory that would be helpful, so I don't have any wedges or anything of
Yeah,
that sort.
yeah. Zadar doesn't have any spikes. I don't have any spikes.
Let me check who's got the spikes.
Oh, with the handy inventory search.
Yeah, I can do that.
Pretty cool.
No spikes. But
I fed.
I believe you guys used them before.
Oh, I didn't give him water.
You do have caltrops. 20, in fact.
We could drop
grab
those
ink.
in front of the door area if they come through.
Yeah,
Oh, that's weird. I didn't even know that I could do that.
I
That's
have
actually
paper
pretty
and ink. I
impressive.
could write "Do not disturb" and
Oh,
the door.
that's brilliant. Yeah. I'm surprised you guys are taking the risk. But
Yo.
hey, Scoot, welcome.
Oh yeah, you could chime in on this. We're thinking about holing up in here and resting because
What?
because we're tapped
guys
out of
crazy?
spells. Well, we're tapped out of spells. And up top is pretty ugly, so like this is as comfortable as we're gonna get.
Up top is the daylight.
Yeah, but it's like the Rushmores, right?
Yeah, but I could sleep in a tree.
Well, how
There's a
far
nice
how far away was where we
cozy fire.
encountered the we had that fight where there was that raised area.
I mean,
Oh.
I am not a person that's in favor of bailing out on a dungeon. What time is it?
It's morning.
Approximately.
We've only been awake 2.5
Yeah,
hours.
We can't camp up and hole up for freaking 24 hours. Dude, we're definitely that's asking for trouble. Like legit.
Well, yeah, you asked where we were in proximity to the plateau. Is
Yeah.
that what I heard, Dwayne?
Yes.
About 45 minutes north.
Oh, so that's like a reasonably safe spot that we could hole up.
You
I
would
don't
like
know.
to backtrack through the marshes. Yeah, and then the other thing that I was gonna say too is that, or somebody asked was, yes, you guys have been awake for about 2.5 hours. You just
Yeah,
got
we can't
bombarded.
just like what do we got left for
I've got
resources?
I've got
what
no
does our resources look like?
I've got no spells. I'm tapped out.
I don't have any cure light wounds left.
Who's a healer?
That would be
Loman,
the druid, Loman.
we're
So
out
who
of
has,
heals.
Like, who has the
Right.
skills healing?
I have the healing skill. Yes.
We probably need to take better advantage of that in combat.
I have herbalism.
Explain that. Take better advantage of that in combat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can patch wounds up in like within 1 or 2 rounds.
Yeah, within 1 round. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can give, so you don't have that overnight. Oh, no healing potions?
I
Let me check.
think so.
I am in game.
Oh, actually, I have 2 healing potions, so we do have
So do
that.
Yeah, you guys
I have
should.
2. I have 2 healing potions.
So yeah, Zadar should take one.
What do you guys think our chances are of being able to negotiate through shit? I mean, what kind of rewards, what kind of loot do we have on us? Do we have anything that's of value?
But these people are not responsive to, like, they're zombified, right? Because
Well, what can we do to figure out how to break that zombification?
I don't know.
Killing them seems to work.
Yeah.
Killing them works great.
Yeah.
So
Wait, is that a
That was a
joke, or
snu-
did that really happen?
yeah,
it was-
we've killed a bunch
before
of
they
them.
Die, their ears clean up, their eyes clear up.
Really?
Yeah. They look like they recognize what's going on, then they're done.
We got herbalist here. Yeah.
I have an herbalism skill.
What kind of maybe we can go out in the marsh and concoct some type of healing brew that we could force
Okay.
ingest on them or something?
There's nobody with the proficiency to do that.
Yeah, we don't.
At this
We're not
level.
like. That's like high level alchemist stuff.
Well, it's not. No one has it. I know because I've looked at it before. But yeah.
Oh, I don't like hearing no's. It means try harder.
Okay, I'm giving a healing potion
I
to,
just wrote that
to
down.
Zadar.
So
I don't like hearing no's.
All right, you hear banging again. Once again.
Okay,
I mean,
Zadar
this isn't going to be a safe
full.
place to stay in any way,
How
shape,
do
or
I-
health.
Yeah, the healing potion wasn't coded, so I just rolled it manually.
I will say I agree with Scoot. If we hold up here for 24 hours, it's going to be problematic.
Okay, well,
Well, I mean, they can just.
We're
line up
hearing
with the
we're
whole
hearing
frickin'
something
posse out there
banging
to kill us.
around.
Yeah. well,
Well,
the,
we probably wouldn't even
burn
be
us
able to
out.
sleep. To be honest, with that sound, it would probably wake us up.
well, the thing is with the healing potions that changes it, so then we can actually like shore ourselves
Yeah.
up. But because we're gonna get mowed down if we're not like at decent strength, right?
Well, we could go until we realize we need to retreat and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Laura,
Yeah,
did
and
you
then-
grab
And then
murder?
get out means go back to town.
Well, what we can do is
Going back to
we
town.
can set
is
some.
a-
We can.
Going back
Go ahead,
to town
Spencer.
it's a 3-day trip
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
through
we know
marsh
that.
and through the. I
For
was just
sure.
letting Matt know
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. We
That's,
probably
that's not the option.
Yeah.
That's a 3-day trip and dangerous.
Yeah, extremely.
So, what do we got so we could rig some traps? I mean, we can fantasy fucking Vietnam this shit and lure them into some traps.
Well, I don't know. I think we may have taken out all the kind of mobile people in this area, so we're gonna have to push forward. So I don't know if trapping this area is gonna help us.
Yeah, I don't know. My thought is Arawak can scout ahead, ascertain perhaps what
The noises.
we're looking at.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That would be helpful, and then we can devise a
come
plan.
back.
Yeah.
I'm nervous about Arawak scouting ahead too much, too
Well,
far,
yeah,
because of what happened
that's
last time, or almost happened last time.
yeah.
Getting split up.
So what does this
But
banging sound like exactly?
Like somebody dropped a crate full of pallets at a loading dock.
Like repeatedly, it's doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
it's
few
happened
minutes.
several times. It's happened from the southeast, southwest, reverberating through the halls. Sounds like something heavy was dropped down or moved.
But it's not like in a cadence.
In a cadence.
like in a
Explain.
rhythm, like in a
No,
specific
there's
pattern.
no rhythm. No, there's no rhythm
Okay.
to it.
Okay. All right. Well, fuck, man.
All right. Well,
I can. I mean, from what, and this is speaking as Airwalk, from what I know ahead, the path was relatively clear. There were several doors and several passages off of the hallway. There's lots of opportunity to get shit caught up behind us, though.
Yeah, so we need to clear the doors before doing the passages
need to-
beyond.
Yeah.
All right, let's head south. Start clearing
Does
doors.
anybody have invisibility spell?
No, you're the closest thing is your Cloak of Elvenkind, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Just for the group's knowledge, I have a spell of armor, a chromatic orb, and a magic missile left.
Okay. Okay, you've got some good offensive stuff.
chromatic orb.
I
Okay.
have some good spells too. Still, I have bless, entangle,
Mhm.
Dark
Entangle
Skin.
will help us. Entangle will help
Yeah,
us.
Entangle's handy.
I have bark skin, slow poison, and flame blade.
Ooh. I think that when we do what we do encounter, we need to focus fire. Meaning we can't split our attacks up. We need to
Yes.
we need
Hit
to
multiple
take down
targets at once. Take out a single target at a time.
yeah, and try and be expediently quick with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we split ourselves up, combat-wise, we're gonna get chewed up. We're probably gonna get chewed up anyway, but
Yeah,
we need to focus.
yeah, I don't have
Try
the.
and try and encounter them on our terms, not theirs.
Yes.
Okay, so what are we doing, guys? Formation, what are we doing? It's a
Well,
formation in the
Airwalk is
park.
going to take a little walkabout up the hallway a bit. Not going to get too far away from the party.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be pulling his cloak up, and he's going to be, out of habit, moving silently and hiding in shadows, regardless of whether or not he doesn't realize, isn't accustomed to the cloak, so he's still relying on his own innate abilities as well.
Yeah, I understand. And as far as light goes, we have... Loman, did you deplete one of your torches? I see one of them is expired.
Okay, so I'll deplete.
So light sources wise, we have Loman with a torch.
I have 2 torches.
Yeah, well,
well.
what I'm asking is who has the light source and where's the light source in proximity to the Grugok with infravision?
Well, Loman's in like the third rank back, and then I presume he's going to be up front, maybe 20 or 30
What's
feet.
the range on the torch? 20 feet? 10 to 15 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
step out of the light and allow my
Yeah,
legs to
I'm
adjust.
just trying to get a visual here of what's going on as you guys proceed down. So what's happening is we got a Grugok making a concerted effort to remain silent, hide in shadows. You can actually, what I want from you is I want the hide and or the move silently in the tower. You don't need to do the hide in shadows in the tower. And then what we'll do is, as far as the party sheet order, we'll keep you up front. You're going to stay at a distance from them. About how far out from the rest of them?
Why did I throw that in? No, I did throw it in the tower.
Yeah, it's in the tower.
Okay.
How far are you going to be away from the rest of the party?
Well, I need to be out of the light.
Yeah.
I think that while I step out and just ascertain the hallway, that it might be, at best case scenario, having somebody post up down here and the rest stay closer to the room.
Okay, so Zadar will post there, and then Loman will come so Zadar has a bit of light. He'll come to the doorway.
Yeah, he's going to need some light. Yeah. I mean, there is light pouring in from the door, but
Airwalk will eyes
I'm
adjust.
gonna lock it just because that way it will force everybody to get where they need to be, and then I'll approve. So just give me a second here.
And do we got? No, we don't. Roger's not here.
No. And in regarding that, I went over this at the beginning of the game. What I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to wind up taking that character out of the game and keeping it on standby for him when he shows up. I don't care if it makes sense or not. I just would rather everybody run one character. So we're going to pop it in and eject it as we need it to compensate for to allow him to play. Okay,
I like
so
the break of only having to run one character.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm
as
so
a
used to
DM,
having to run 1,000.
Yeah, and well, I don't
Yeah.
want. I want everybody to focus on one thing. I don't like. That's the reason why I don't even like henchmen. But that's a whole nother topic.
I love
The
henchmen.
the party sheet. We got Damien in the rear. We got Talissa. We got Loman. We got Murder, Zadar, and then we got Airwalk 20, 30 paces or more up front of everybody. Okay.
Well, ideally, I want to get far enough out so that, well,
everybody move where they want to go. And I will approve your movement. And I will tell you what you see. Okay.
I think that's more than I wanted to be. I just want to be enough, just for reference.
Yeah.
I am never going to hit a corner and expose more than an eye around that corner.
I understand. I know.
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, I understand. Dude, Mister, it's all right, dude. I'm the same way. I can't hate on you.
No, you can't.
Okay, so we got Murder up there.
Whose eye are you sticking around the corner?
Yours. I'm dragging
your head around the corner.
I'm dragging that little dunghill guy.
All right,
making him look.
See here, guys. Let's see what we can see. Everybody where they want to be. Does that look good?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Airwalk, you don't hear anything. This time you actually got a better look at what's going on. You can see that this pretty much terminates after about 50 feet to a door. That's where I'm pointing. And once again, you can see that there is two corridors. You're kind of at an angle where you can't really see down them too far. You can see a little bit down this one, but nothing stands out to you. It just looks like more stone. Again, everything in here is wet. The floor is wet. It's just a soggy, wet, dripping, mess down here. These walls are stone there, and there is support beams. The support beams. Excuse me?
Is the floor stone?
Yes.
Okay.
Slippery. Yeah. And there's wooden support. There's moss, yeah. There's also the wooden support beams that you guys have seen all over this place. They're definitely, some of them look kind of rotted. The timber is starting to rot. Just from dampness, just from water. And you can hear the drip, drip, drip down here.
So I look clear that way?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move down to here and peer down this way.
Okay. Okay. Kill those pointers so I don't get pointers. All right, there we go.
Sorry. I
No,
hate that
it's all
too.
good, man. I'll get it if you don't. I'll kill it. So you peek your head around the corner. You what's the limit of the infravision? It's what is it? 60? I always forget this.
60.
64.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of-
So what right. So you can see the breadth of this hallway is more of the same, just stone. You can definitely see that there appears to be 2 doors along the left-hand side,
on the
kind of
left-hand
evenly
side
spaced.
of the wall. Okay.
Yeah.
How far down?
About 20 feet for the first one and about 50 for the second.
Fuck.
And you don't hear anything. The hallway disappears into blackness beyond that. You can't see the edge.
All right. I'm going to proceed to step down into the hallway.
Okay.
And
What's
So the
everybody
doors
else
are-
doing?
the doors are on my character's left as he's facing down the hallway.
Yes, correct.
And I want to just inch my way to the first door and just attune myself to try and hear whatever I can
Okay.
beyond that door.
Okay. All right, let's pause and see what is everybody else doing? What's the game plan while Aerowalk is going off alone again?
I don't want him to get too far away and get stuck down there, so I don't know. Can Murderer move up here?
He can, but he's going
Blind.
to need some light.
Yeah, I can move up too.
I don't want to bring light down the hallway.
We won't get that close.
Yeah, we're just getting it so
Just a little closer.
people can see.
You guys got a light source watching the hallway that runs east-west?
Well, Zadar was watching that. There's a light in that hallway actually that he can
There is a light
see.
in that hallway.
So
Because
It's
we did
from the
have another
rooms.
door to the west that we did not clear.
did we?
I don't recall that at all. All the rooms were cleared.
Yeah, because
Barracks,
All the
if you
way
rec-
down on the opposite side of our entrance, to
Yes.
the west of our entrance, there was a
Yes.
door that route. We
Oh,
didn't clear that.
oh, you mean in the main entry hall? Yeah,
Correct.
there was. I didn't even know you guys had gone down there, but apparently you did.
Aerowalk did. So I'm going to ascertain this door, and then I'm going to come back to the party.
Okay. Loman, you're moving up with murder. Okay.
yes.
All right, Zidar. You're going up to this first one, correct?
Correct.
Why don't you give me a listen in the tower?
What the fuck? Detect noise. That's why I can't find it under listen.
Airwalk, you do not hear anything apart from the dripping of water all around you. In fact, the dripping is falling on your face at certain intervals as well. It's quite annoying, but you do not hear anything from the other side. And immediately you start to get annoyed thinking about the last door, which you attempted to listen to and spent a good 10 minutes trying to open.
Heh, heh. Fuck off. I'm coming back here and I'm like, wait, what are you guys doing so close? I just remembered something.
I'm gonna
We
unlock
left
it
another
right now.
door back there, guys. It
I'm
might
playing,
be-
I'm
it
playing
might
murder,
be-
right?
It might be expedient for us to go clear that other area. Because there's a lot of doors down here, and there's a lot of opportunity to get ambushed or encircled.
What say you, Loman, Damien? And
Okay.
as far as murder goes, I'll move him around, babe. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we should go back and clear that, I guess.
I thought we had cleared everything. So yeah, if we missed something, we should go back.
You didn't miss anything. You just, the logic is there was a door closer to the entry hall, I believe, and
we don't
so,
need something coming out from that
Yeah.
door behind us.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing an about face and moving. Okay, go ahead and move. I've unlocked it, so I don't have to keep clicking approve. Just make sure that you get your tokens where they need to be. Damien, do you need me to move you, or Matt?
Oh, I thought you were moving us all together.
No. Too much work.
Right.
We got enough to deal with. Okay, so yeah, before you guys proceed, you got the light source in there. Great. Okay, let me just give me a little bit of time here. Don't move anymore, please.
Oh, there is a door over there.
All right, so coming back through the main entry, it is a grisly scene in here. Again, I didn't have the tokens to do this, but I did leave the blood splatter. There is at least 10 bodies in there, stacked haphazardly all over the place, wearing rusted chain. They appear to be still very dead, and you do not hear anything. No banging, nothing. There is a door at the far end. Arawaka's facing it. It's another wooden door. And the walls here are more of the same. Stone corridor, water dripping all around. In fact, that's all you can ever, most of the time, that's all you can hear is the dripping of water upon stone.
All right. Head on a swivel. Moving cautiously up to this door. Gonna go listen in at it. Paying attention for anything that looks out of place that might trigger something to end my life.
Yeah, the door itself looks like more of the same. A large wooden swollen door.
It's swollen?
It looks swollen. Looks like it,
like
the other one.
That other door?
Yeah, it looks like a swollen.
That had a big wad of mud behind it.
I guess you could be a pessimist and compare it.
I'm asking, does it look like that's swollen?
Most of the doors in here look like they have water damage. Yes.
Okay. Back out. Wait, actually, I wanted to listen first.
You do not hear anything on the other side. Nothing.
The worms go in, the worms go out.
Don't hear anything. It's as quiet as the grave. There is a
Alright.
lock. I should have mentioned as well as you were checking. There is a keyhole.
Oh, fun. Loman, come pick the lock.
Isn't it your turn?
No, it's your turn. I picked the last one, and it ended up being a wall.
Okay.
He does have a point there. He does have a point.
If this one's a wall, I don't want to be the only one to have discovered a wall.
All right, Loman, describe to me what you're doing here. If anything special, otherwise you can just give me an open locks in the tower.
Well, I mean, examining the lock, seeing how intricate it appears to be.
Well, using your tools, you can see that. I mean, this is kind of a shoddy workmanship.
Yeah, I'll also look for traps first. And with the shoddy workmanship, I expect it might be some sort of crude trap, not likely a needle trap, but something less sophisticated.
Right. Yeah. When you're looking for traps, it's more just for flavor. You could describe one thing you're particularly looking for. You know, it's cool.
I'm looking for if there's some sort of blade that's gonna swing out, opening the door. Type of
So
trap. Yeah.
mechanical blade trap of
Yeah.
some type.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you give me the affine traps in the tower? Okay, you fiddle around. You spend a good 5 to 10 minutes looking at this. You do not see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. And I'm going to try the lock with my pick.
Okay, go ahead and give me that in the tower. That's a success. Almost felt for a minute like the pick was gonna break off inside, but it didn't. And yeah, you can hear it click into place. What do you do?
I step back. Zadar, do the honors.
You guys. Okay.
Hey,
What's
we're
Zadar
thieves.
doing?
Thieves.
I know. You gotta love him. What is Zadar doing?
He's opening the door with confidence because he believes in Loman, that there's no traps.
Sucker.
He gives a good yank, but the door appears to be stuck.
Oh, it's one of these fake ones again. Okay, he gives it a mighty heave.
Okay, give me an open doors. You can do it in the open.
Okay.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, he's
got
gonna
a hatchet.
work on it.
Go ahead and try it again.
Oh, he's having trouble here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe murder could
Alright.
have a better shot at
Spend
it.
10 minutes yanking on it, you get it open.
Okay.
That's how you handle that shit. Unless it's exceptionally magic.
Okay.
Or else you would have gotten it open instantly, but it just burned up your time and you made a lot of noise banging this thing down. So you basically had to kick it down.
Okay, Loman's
Kick it open.
inching back.
You've made a ton of noise. You don't, when he's doing this, you're kind of nervously looking behind you because he's making so much racket that, the dead could be woken up by the amount of racket that he's making trying to kick this door open. But he does eventually get it open, but you can't help feel like eyes are on your back. And I noticed that the wizard and the druid are far
way
behind
back
the
there.
others. They must feel really safe. See, that got him to move around.
Now Airwalk's taking off.
Airwalk's gonna
Yeah.
sneak out and
Oh,
up the
God.
stairs. No, I'm kidding.
There you go. All right, so let me describe what we see here, okay?
I have my bow out and not an arrow notched, and I'm prepared for some fucking bullshit to come from behind us.
Okay. That's fair. I would expect no less from Airwalk. But I will tell you that what Zadar sees is quite different than what Airwalk sees. Zadar
She's a cesspool.
beyond the door is a room almost totally filled with murky brown water not far off. A pool of water. The smell of swamp gas is very strong here. A thick, slime-covered column rises from the center of the pool to support the sagging timbers of the ceiling. It doesn't look very stable in here either. Across the chamber, a small muddy shelf extends onto the pool. That's what Zadar can see by the torchlight.
By the light.
Yuck.
By the light, the light,
Yeah,
by
give
the
me a
light.
moment.
He doesn't see any exits out of the room.
Not at the angle. I mean, the angle he's at and where you're shining the light, all he can really see is just kind of the general layout on this this area.
Is the water come right to the door?
Yeah.
So he's gonna poke and see how deep it is right there in front.
I would say that it's kind calling it water. It almost looks like
Yeah, right?
sewage. Yeah, I mean, we're talking like a mud pit, like
The
you guys
slop.
encountered before.
Oh, okay. Watch
Yeah.
out for leeches.
So give me a moment here,
And
guys.
trogs.
I need one moment here.
Take your time.
Yeah, no rush.
We can communicate with each other.
Yeah, when you guys do that, I'm glad you
I
said
smell that stench coming into the hallway, like troglodytes.
I might, at once in a while, I might go deaf, because sometimes for me to think, I have to like have no other noise. I won't do it all the time, but I'll tell you when I guys do that. If I'm really having to think about something, I'll mute and deaf myself so I can have a moment just to gather my thoughts.
Cool.
I just thought of that today. I noticed that's like one thing when I'm really trying to focus on something, I'm trying to listen to everybody, and I'm terrible at that. If I'm trying to solve a problem or set something up. Okay, we're good to go. Yeah, so again, Zadar, I mean, you're looking, there's no way to ascertain the depth of what you're looking at in here, but it definitely, I mean, I think Airwalk / Scoot said it best originally. I mean, what's revealed to you is akin to a cesspool. You can see, if you click on the token, you can probably see this. Do you see the shelf right here? Let me see what you see. Yeah, you
I
can
see it.
totally see.
Yeah.
Perfect.
If I click on Zadar, I can see that.
Perfect.
And there's a spike in the middle of the ground.
No, it's a pillar.
Is there a fair maiden hanging by her hands?
No, there isn't. But that would be rather a good image, though. No, it's just again, it's very Frank Frazetta-esque for sure. Or Larry Elmer would love that with like some big '80s hair and like a bikini on. That would be like.
That's what I was envisioning.
That would be. So the smell again. The smell. It's a murky brown pool of water. You can't ascertain the depth. There's a strong smell of swamp gas in this area, and a thick slime-covered column. We're talking about a wooden column rises from the center of the pool to support the sagging timbers of the ceiling. So on the ceiling, you see these sagging, kind of rotted, waterlogged timbers, and you got this shoddy, a wooden pillar sticking up from the pool that's like helping support the ceiling. It's kind of looking at the workmanship. I mean, you don't have to be a dwarf to tell the engineering here. It was OSHA definitely did not clear this as a safe working environment.
Thankfully, we don't need more government. Development.
We do not. That's for damn sure. What are we doing, guys?
Dara's gonna take a step in, cautious.
Oh.
Okay, Zadar, as soon as you take a step in, you basically, your foot goes out into air and then down, and as soon as you go down, you are crotch deep in mud.
Ew.
Your movement in this, guys, is quarter movement. So if anything is to happen, just know that, just help remind you that it's quarter movement in here.
Loman's gonna ask Zadar, can you give me a ride? Piggyback.
Okay.
There you go.
That's gonna hinder his movement even more.
Alyssa just wants to watch this spectacle.
So Talissa's gonna stay at the door. What is Damien doing? All right, Murder's gonna move up.
Oh man, you're my protection, Murder.
No, Murder. Okay, hey, dude, tell me what you guys want Murder to do, and I'll put him there. Okay.
I think I keep closing the door when I try and move.
Okay, here we go. We can solve that. Here, we can solve that. You just close the door on yourself. You video gamed yourself into the wall right there. So what we'll do is we're gonna put you off to the side right here, and you can just use Zadar's token and be on Zadar's back, and then but again, he's moving. I'll advance the time to worry about it, but he's literally moving. He's having a hard time even moving quarter movement in here, because you got to imagine he's got the gnome who's light, but he's on his back. It's awkward, right?
And yeah, Loman's squirming a lot too.
Oh god. Oh, that's just Yeah, so he's Zadar, and
Knock
he's
'em
crotch
over.
deep. He's crotch deep so far. Game plan.
Okay, he's gonna
Has a
feel
ledge.
how deep it is with his sword up ahead of him. Just make sure he doesn't go into like a really deep section.
Yeah.
My-
So luckily with the gnome riding on him, it's not as uncomfortable as it otherwise would be because the shield had an 8-inch diameter hole burnt into it from the slime, so he's got the space on his back for the gnome now. Using his sword, which has been charred, right? But it's still serviceable. The sword is still serviceable, but it definitely was damaged. He pokes around in the mud. It seems to be the same depth in the general area in front. Which direction are you heading?
Gonna head to the southwest.
Okay. Slowly going, poking along.
Yes.
It seems
Yeah.
to be the same depth. Yeah. With the light in here, so basically the gnome is on your back with a torch, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Holding it up. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't need to move him on there. That's going to
Okay.
be too much work for everybody.
Okay.
Hey Lilu, you come to help me? What is everybody else doing? I want to make sure everybody participates. Talissa, what are you doing?
Like I said, I'm not stepping in that cesspool. I just
Okay.
wanted to see. I just wanted to watch what's going on
Okay.
from the doorway.
A casual observer.
Yeah.
Damien, Airwalk, you're guarding the rear with the. Okay. Yeah. Airwalk, you
What
already
I
gave me.
smell, I'm not entering where I smell.
Yeah.
That's just too nasty.
It's definitely you're well accustomed to that smell. You know that smell being a denizen of this area. You know it to be swamp gas.
Yeah.
All right, Zadar, what are you doing,
Diseases and fun stuff like that.
Hmm.
Zadar, you can actually see, well, both Loman and Zadar, you can actually see that it looks like there might be a corridor about 15 feet from your present position.
Oh, okay. Yes. Move that direction.
Okay.
Cautious.
Okay.
Cautiously.
Thing is, if
Keep
I don't
moving.
move Loman, then the light doesn't translate.
Oh,
Yeah.
then use Loman.
Okay. Yeah.
Then use Loman.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, whatever one's easier. Use
Okay.
it.
I'll move Zadar over here.
Yeah, I got it covered. Sometimes I just will grab your guys' token and move them where you guys say just to speed it up. All right, so and just give me your facing, when you're in combat and everything, or
Yeah.
before, preferably before. But if you can remember to do the facing, that's great.
Yeah. I'm just.
Beforehand, before we get in there, because it does matter. As I said in the rules, you can change it once on your turn and once outside of your turn. So you got 2 chances to chase your facing per combat round. All right, so
Hey guys, there's a corridor down here.
you're yelling that out?
No.
No. Whisper.
Well, they're not. Well, I think you yelled it. I'm pretty sure you yelled it.
I don't yell it. I say normal
You're trying
voice.
to get them to hear it, right? So okay.
Airwalk ain't here and shit.
I see
Talissa's by the door. She can see me,
Yeah,
right?
She
I
just
can
moved
see
up.
his mouth
Okay.
whispering, but I can not quite make it
I
out.
probably talked in a normal voice. So
Yeah.
Okay.
whatever that consequence is.
All right. So you passed it up the
We're
grapevine.
fucked.
You passed it up the grapevine.
Yeah.
Yep, Alyssa will relay the message.
And
There's a
we'll-
corridor
we'll-
down
Do
there.
a Chinese phone book?
We'll move back here so we can converse quietly.
Ugh, man, that's Zadar's getting tired, man. He's
Uh.
trudging through He's trudging through this, carrying you.
Oh,
through
he's a
this mud.
workhorse. What's his con?
It's up to his crotch or above, actually. It's like it's 3 to 3.5 feet of mud, like thick mud. He's wading through right now.
Okay, we'll get out into the hallway so he can take a break.
Okay, what's the game
I'll
plan,
make
guys?
I'm gonna make some room for him here.
So do we want to push through here or do we want to explore the dry corridor? Like we could Oh, what does the door on the other side? Is there like if it's locked, can it be unlocked from the inside?
Door on the other side. You'll have to. What are you referring to?
The door
door we
where
broke down.
Zadar is, the one I picked the lock. I want to examine the back side of the door and see.
We
Is it?
broke it up.
Yeah, you kicked
Oh
it
yeah,
open.
because we had to pull it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
because
kicked it. You didn't pull it. You literally kicked it.
oh,
in.
so it got okay, it got broken in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Okay,
door
so we
ain't
can't
working
close it.
anymore.
So
No, you can't close it.
I ain't
made it
closing
so-
myself inside of a cesspit.
no,
Close.
close it back
Close
up
the
and
door
lock it
up.
so that things harder for things to come through. Right? That was the idea, but
Oh,
that's
so
not.
let's
not
go in there and shut the door behind us.
no, no, no.
Oh,
So again, what you saw to the south was it looked like a corridor that had stone walls, unlike this central cesspool area, which is is dirt. The walls are dirt.
Yeah.
There's
Hmm.
support beams. Looks like it was dug out, right?
Yeah. What's
But
that to the north? Is that a ledge on the
yeah, it
where it's a
is.
different
a
color?
shelf.
Yeah.
It's a shelf. Yeah.
Maybe check that out. I don't know.
maybe
Maybe
there's
it's a
some
trap.
books on there. Sorry.
So where do we want to go, guys? Do we want to push through here, or do we want to go down the dry corridor on the other side?
Did yeah, I don't know, man.
Or do we want to go home?
I'm curious about that ledge,
this
but
let's send Zadar Loman over there to check out that ledge. They've already got themselves all stanky and mucked up.
Okay.
He's pretty filthy, but so are you,
Okay.
Arawak. You're covered in filth from head to toe. Remember?
Nope. I took a
You
shower.
don't remember. You don't remember. You're,
Just take a big deep breath
he
there, Walker.
literally predator. He predator.
I did.
Like last game. I made a strict note of all of these everybody's cleanliness and hygiene.
Well, with that being said, fuck it. Airwalk's going swimming.
Arawak, how tall are you? 5'9"?
He's 7'3",
Aha.
five
Well,
five
he
nine or
always
something like that.
changes. That's insane. Like he's 6'3", now he's 5'9", now he's 7'3".
It's
All
that
right, so
camel. It's that elven cloak, man. It always makes me look different.
It
5'6".
makes you. He's
5'6".
5'6". Okay, so with you, I mean, this is 3 feet deep, so you got about 2.5 foot clearance.
That's cool. I'm gonna go down so that only my head's exposed. No.
Like in
You're
Apocalypse
going
Now.
real commando.
That's like Apocalypse Now, man. That's like fucking
Fucking
Apocalypse
dagger
Now.
in my mouth.
Yeah, like Jesus
Where's
Christ,
Cass?
guys. That is awesome. All right, so what are we doing, guys? Let's focus our energies here.
I'm gonna move up towards where this ledge is. Oh, I
yeah.
can't. Token's not locked, so I'm gonna move towards where this ledge is.
You can move it. You can move it. I unlocked them for a reason. I'll tell you to stop. So
Can I
it's a
climb up
pain-
on the ledge?
You can. Yes.
So I'm gonna climb up on top of the ledge
Hmm.
And look around.
and look around and inspect what's to the north on this ledge.
Okay.
Only
So
map reference
what
wise.
you see here is it looks like, how do I describe this? The dirt here looks freshly dug, almost like you would liken it to perhaps somebody piled a bunch of dirt here or a cave-in of some type.
Hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna take my sword and just stab into it.
Okay, you stab into it and it makes, it goes into it easily and out easily.
So it's like loose
You can hear the
dirt.
dirt. Bunch of loose dirt.
Anybody
All the way to the
got a
hilt.
shovel or a pick?
All the way to the hilt, it's like that. All the way to the hilt. And then you come back out. No resistance. You do that a few times. A few different areas. Soft.
I don't hit any bodies.
No.
Damn. I think this is a cave in here, guys. This is really loose dirt.
Can Talissa hear him from where she's at?
Yes,
Well,
doors
either
open.
that,
I was just
either
busting your
that
balls. It's
or
you guys are close enough to hear each other talking. And I
okay.
would think that any stealth went out the window when you spent 10 minutes bashing down the door, killed about
Yes.
16 people
Yeah.
already. I'm pretty sure they're aware you're here. You know, unless they're just unless you wiped out everybody. Who knows what you guys did? You did kill a lot when you first came in here. All right, so what are
Hey,
we doing?
weren't they excavating in this area, or is that a different game? Yeah.
Excavating. I believe you're thinking of a different game.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, never mind. Well, is it a cave-in, or is it like they were trying to cover up a passageway? Do you think? I mean, I'm curious to move some of that dirt.
Excavating was goblins. Remember?
It's in your game.
Goblins is were excavating.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I get it's too many things going on.
Yeah, I
My
understand.
Yeah, we
I had to
both
think about it
understand.
for a minute.
all
Dwayne
mixed together.
understands. Dwayne understands. Everybody in this game understands. Believe me. So I hear. Okay, time is ticking, guys. So I hear excavation. I hear digging. What are we doing?
Well,
What are
we
we
don't
doing?
have a
I'm
shovel.
asking if anybody has a shovel or a
No,
pick.
I don't. Zadar doesn't.
Well,
There's no shovel in the inventory.
it's just soft, loose dirt. Can't we just use our hands?
You can.
Having spent some time around a dunghill, I would suggest you not get this on your hands.
Is that his last?
Well,
name?
then by all means, please step forward. Dunghill.
Dunghill
like
is far in the back.
Dunghill is gonna get
Yeah.
dunged up, man. So Dunghill. I had to question. I might even. I gave you your spells, Matt, and I gave you bracers of defense.
I saw, thank
Um,
you.
yeah, I would give you a little bit more gear. I tried to keep it like simple gear, but I think it might have been fair to give you some dungeoneering gear. Um, did I give you just regular clothes? Let me look at what I gave you
Like a
here.
shovel. He should
I
have a
do not have
shovel.
a shovel. I have
He's
a
a
robe and a
dunghill person.
sash.
Not him, but Murder would have one. I think Murder. I think it's fair to say that
I don't
Murder
think
would
my
have.
guy would have a shovel.
No, he wouldn't.
You're a
Murder has a
dunghill.
shovel?
And please
Oh.
remember, my nickname is Buck.
Fuck.
I like to fuck.
Nope, I carried the bucket,
Okay, there you go.
not the shovel,
Yeah.
the bucket.
Got it.
Gotcha. So you have a bucket on you?
He
Use
does
a
not.
bucket to
He's
dig
given up
with?
his bucket.
He
I'm
kicked. He
looking at
kicked the bucket.
Everybody check your inventories for
I don't-
what you might use as because I can look on the party sheet, but know what you have in your inventory. So check your inventory, see what you guys come up with.
I have no shovel. And I do think it's appropriate that I have a sash that I could wrap around my nose and mouth.
You may add one.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take this jaw that I have. I'm gonna start scraping away at this dirt with this jaw.
What
You have
is
a
it,
jaw?
animal
Okay, so
yes,
you
I
do
have
that.
I have a jaw.
It's a jaw of a zombie. It's a zombie jaw that he got.
Oh.
So Arawak, after about a minute of doing that, you look at yourself, you look down at your hands like, what the fuck am I doing? After realizing that it's just completely impractical for its purposes and that you probably move 3 times faster using your hands.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I thought it had some girth to this jaw.
This is another
No,
like
it's-
mouth of relishes moment here.
It's just a jawbone, yeah. It's not a very practical digging tool unless you were, I mean, possibly like carving something out, right? But you're trying to get maximum kind of.
It'd be better if it
volume
was a
as you use
jawbone
your
of an
hands.
ass rather than a human.
Something like that, yes.
Did the door break up into like planks? Can I hand him a plank to use?
It didn't really, and I'll be clear on that. It didn't shatter into a million pieces. You basically just busted it out, like it's kind of
Yeah.
half hanging on the hinge and whatever with the lock
Could
mechanism,
we,
and it's just
you know, with
kicked.
the With the
Oh.
dagger, could we like tack off a chunk that they could use as a board?
What about a helmet? I've got a suggestion in chat to use a helmet as a shovel.
Nobody's watching it.
Does anybody have a helmet?
Oh,
I don't
I
have
do
a
not
helmet.
have a helmet.
Does Zadar's plate come with a helmet?
Anybody got a shield?
No.
A shield?
Yeah, there's one with a
Half
hole in it.
plate.
The shield has a hole in it. It's back in the other room. It's dropped.
Get the shield.
that'd be fine.
Yeah, the shield
use
will
that
work.
to just carve it out.
Okay. Zadar and Loman will go back and get the shield.
How far back is it?
Far.
Back in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
That's really
Okay.
sounds smart. Let's send two people
send
by
two
themselves back to the kitchen.
Who are you
Well,
talking,
the rest of us
Airwalk? You're the one that
here.
wanders off by yourself all the time.
But I'm sneaky. Zadar's in
Yeah.
plate mail. Ka-chink, ka-chink,
Ka-chink,
ka-chink.
ka-chink,
Yeah,
ka-chink.
but
It's pretty
he's a
loud.
tank.
Maybe we should abandon this ledge idea and just move south.
That might be. I don't know, man. There's got to be some treasure back here. This
Well,
might be the secret. This might be. They may have buried the key to turning off the zombification powers.
so shall we
Oh,
all?
yeah, I
Should
forgot
we
about
all
that.
go back for the shield then? Is that what we're gonna do? What's the option?
Do we have anything? Do we have anything else that we can use where we don't have to? Let's see.
What does
Like,
murder
your
doesn't
hands.
have anything?
What? How do I even check murders? I don't even know. That's supposed to be my character, and I don't know how to do anything.
You have to pick them up. So you go into characters and pick them up, and then you can have access to them.
Go into
What's-
characters.
Yeah. Same way you would select yours.
Oh, okay. Oh, murder.
Murder she wrote. Murder she
Oh, okay.
wrote.
You don't have anything really practical for digging, other than your
No.
hands.
There's nothing.
So just
What's
go with your hands, Airwalk. Just
And when the DM's suggesting the hands, something
I'm just
bad's gonna
telling you
happen
your
to my
options.
hands.
I'm just telling you your options.
much-
You don't.
How much
I'm not
room
gonna-
is there
I'm not just gonna
on
give
that
something.
ledge?
Yeah.
Or is there? How much room is on that ledge? That
how many people could
stand
fit
on?
there?
3.
Oh, okay.
3 people.
That's a big ledge.
Airwalk, can I
Nice.
ask what is this body in your inventory? It says body.
Body. That's
Yeah.
my body. What I'm wearing on my body.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not carrying around a body. I'm not dinky.
On the party sheet it says body.
Got a jawbone. He's got a body.
Yeah.
So I
it's
have
like-
a-
it says body on the party sheet. I'm looking at
You
it.
wonder why he likes to
Here.
walk around alone.
I see, but you have it like wearing. Okay, it's just the
there,
fake
there.
placeholder.
Airwalk's body.
Zadar's helping dig.
I get it.
He's
Don't break your container by doing that, dude.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can Talissa get up there too? She's getting
Three of
impatient.
you can get up there, and it's been about 5 minutes of you guys dicking around with this.
Okay, Talissa starts digging with her hands.
Okay.
She moves through the muck and starts digging.
So what are your intentions, guys? Just keep digging until you find something? Is that what's going on?
We're searching for gold.
and Loman's watching to the south with the light and holding the light at the door.
Okay, so so basically we have 3 people on the ledge with the torch kind of flickering in here as you got 3 shadows on the walls frantically digging, and after about 20 minutes of doing this, because you're just convinced that there's something in here.
I feel like this is a mouth of Relishaz again. Oh,
So
open up.
maybe okay, so basically this is what happens. Let me give you this description. So you keep digging, and after it takes about 20 minutes, but the ground is so soft you're just convinced there's something there. And just when you're about to give up, you're like, you know what? This is an antechamber that's been completely caved in. The corridor is on the opposite side. Whatever it is, it's like a mine shaft that's been completely caved in. Just about when you guys are about to give up, your hands dig through and then go into open air, and you're kind of like, wait a minute, and you pull it open, and you can see that there is indeed a chamber on the other side of this plug of dirt.
Woohoo!
Wow.
And what you can see on the other side is you can see several. So the ceiling of this chamber is about 8 feet above the floor. There's
Okay.
3 chests resting upon a 5x5 wooden
Wow.
platform, which is raised 1 foot above the muddy floor in the center of the room. So you have this, just tiny little. Think of it like almost like a pallet or like a crate, right? Like that
Yep.
you put a shipping pallet. It's like that on the floor with 3 chests on top of it.
Okay, this looks interesting. So I'm going. My torch expired, so I've got the lantern lit now.
Okay, go ahead and deplete a torch from your inventory, please.
Yeah, I did.
Some, somebody needs to give Loman a ride over here.
Yeah, the dark. Get over here.
I'm gonna do this right
Wow.
now.
So, Airwalk's gonna move silently and cautiously into
Oh,
there,
here I did.
knowing that whatever may be in here probably knows we're here. So,
Yeah. I would
sword in
say
hand, ready
three- Yeah.
to fucking
Door.
greet whatever with a blade.
You don't see anything right now. You don't see anything. You just see this platform with 3 wooden chests. They look everything looks damp in here, and you can see that it kind of terminates. It looks like a dead end. But before you even get to there, you're basically what you guys have made a hole is it's like a 3-foot diameter opening, right? So you kind of just once you got it open enough to crawl through, you just crawled through.
Oh, I can
Of
walk
course,
right
with
through
Loman,
there.
Loman can fucking walk through it. Yeah, exactly. All right, so is everybody moving up to the plug? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, if I can get out of this door.
Okay, here. Yeah, you've stuck yourself again. I'll get you. Yeah, you're clicking on there, and
Thanks.
yep.
Okay, now
As
I can
far as
see
murder,
more.
murder's going in here. He's gonna watch the hall right here. I'll just take charge of murder. But
Ah, thank you.
if you guys want to speak up, what are you doing there, Damien?
He's
Not the
moving
first
in.
time I've been through a dung pile.
So you're hopping into the mud.
I'm gonna not be by myself, so yes.
You probably your height is 5'11". Okay, you're 5'11". I made you 5'11", by the way. I'm God like that. I made you 5'11". Okay, we have the party moving up here. We got Murder has got both short sword and long sword in hand. He's watching the southern hall. If he's doing something differently, you need to speak now or forever hold your peace.
Looks like
Since
you were
everybody
right, Arawak. Might be
Yeah,
treasure.
well done, Airwalk.
Guys, give me 1 moment. I'll be right back. I need just to run to the bathroom, but I'll be
Sure.
literally 2 minutes.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say, well, the bomb's gonna go off. I need a few minutes to calculate your damage.
Is somebody gonna check for traps on this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Airwalk will.
His turn. I'm gonna step away for a sec too.
Dude, anytime there's like loose dirt, dig. Dig.
Yeah. In my computer.
Well done.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome
So what
back.
have we decided to do here?
The Airwalk is going to inspect for traps, anything fucked up with the situation about these chests.
Okay.
Investigate if they are locked. Things of that nature.
Loman, what are you doing?
I'll move up in support of Airwalk. Look over his
I
shoulder.
thought for sure you would have said, "Hey, I'm stepping out of the hall, out into the hallway."
Anybody else?
Dar's just gonna move over here. Keep watch.
You can see that it's definitely a solid stone right there against the wall. Airwalk, could you give me, well, first of all, just from a visual perspective here, they don't look to be locked, but they are bound with brass straps. Looks pretty tough. And you're inspecting for traps. What, Loman, are you inspecting for traps as well? Are you guys kind
Yes.
of like splitting the job here?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you both give me find traps in the tower, please? Spend about 10 minutes looking these things over. And both of you are fairly confident there is no such devious mechanical devices that are going to kill you, poison you, or otherwise fuck you up in any way.
Would you
At least
say
that's
that
what
we
you...
were competent, though?
I said you are reasonably confident, yes.
No, but would you have said that we feel competent?
I believe that, yes.
Loman
yes.
always
I
feels
thought that's what
competent.
I thought that's what I said. Exactly. Isn't that what I said?
You said confident. I'm saying
Yeah.
competent.
Yeah, if you're confident in your abilities.
Gotcha.
So, which would mean you feel competent, that you are up to the task of finding anything. But again, they are looking these things over. You did get a really close look at them. They are bound with brass straps.
How are they?
Is there a
How are
way
these
to
straps
unlatch
attached?
them? Yeah.
No,
Yeah, they got eyeballs on the side.
no.
You have to cut the brass straps in order to open it. Is that what you're saying?
It looks like they've definitely been bound.
What are those chests that come to life?
You could attempt to
Mimics.
open
Mimics.
Mimics.
it. You could attempt to open it. You could
What are they
attempt.
made of? Wood?
Yes, they're wood, but they're bound with brass straps that kind of have like rivets.
Hmm.
You could attempt. Both of the thieves think that they could possibly get them open by like fiddling with the
Let's
brass
fucking
straps.
start fiddling.
Let's do it. Let's have a race. See who does it first.
Okay.
All right, we can do that. All right, give me a open locks. You can do both of these in the open, by the way, because you're
Okay.
gonna know if you fail.
The roll off.
It's a roll off.
Oh, not good for me.
Dude, my open locks is fucking shit. If I succeed on this, dude, a miracle. Oh, I threw it in the fucking tower.
That's okay. You failed anyways.
How bad?
There you go.
Well, I
So,
feel
yeah.
worse than Loman, but rolled lower.
Yeah. So with these,
Can we swap?
they are very, very tightly sealed. You know, just by looking at these straps, you're not going to be able to cut through or break these things off. It's going to be virtually impossible with your arsenal of weapons and tools that you have right now.
Anybody got a hammer, a maul? Smash these chests open and break all
But
the
nobody
potions
brought
that are
utility
inside?
items out into the marsh, did they? I said before, remember when you guys left Orlane, I was like, are we sure we have all the utility items?
So can I pry on these things, these straps, with one of my daggers?
You can try to pry on it, but it's going to require an open locks roll. You're trying to.
Not a
you're
strength check to pop the rivets? Like trying to just manhandle
It just
break
gives
it?
you a little bit too much of an advantage in this situation, man. It's meant to be locked. Why don't I have to think about that? Let me think about that.
Can I flame blade it and the brass?
I mean, for your
We're
strength,
trying to
it's
break
not.
it open.
Yeah,
I can burn the wood and of the.
you're gonna
Yeah,
burn the
with
wet
any
wood.
it?
We're gonna make charcoal. We're gonna smoke ourselves out.
Why don't you guys both give me? I'm gonna say it's. I'm gonna require an open locks on this one, just because of the nature of how it's written. It just gives it too much of an advantage with strength. That's like virtually, and these things are meant to be. Obviously, someone took great pains to keep these things shut. Why don't you both give me another open locks? You can do it in the open. You're gonna know if you failed. Loman. So Loman, you get one of them open. Why don't you point at the one that you were working on?
Okay.
It's locks, Loman, not traps.
Oh, did he roll a traps?
Oh, I've got the
Roll
same
the traps.
percent for each.
Oh.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't looking at the name of the skill. That one in the center? Okay. Oh, why did you pick that one, Loman? God. I've gotten the frickin' Vorpal blade in the other one, dude. That's too bad. Okay, Loman. So you get this thing open, and your little gnomish eyes just kind of open up, you know, like wide, as in expectance of the glorious treasure that is going to appear before you right now. And what you see is thousands of silver pieces. You can't tell. You're going to estimate anywhere from 2,500. I mean, with the size of this chest and it's loaded to the brim.
Yeah.
You're going to guess anywhere from 2 to 4,000 possibly. That's just the silver that you see, right? It looks like putting your hands in it, you can see that it's silver. So just eyeballing it, lots of silver.
I'm gonna crawl in the chest and roll in it.
You can't really fit in this chest and roll in it, unfortunately.
Okay. Zadar's gonna pick up the other chest that looks similar and shake it and see if it feels like it's got coins in it.
Which one is he shaking?
The here I'll draw an arrow. This one.
Okay. 1 second.
See if the heft is like it's full of coins as well.
This one, it does. I mean, you do hear a jingle in there, but it feels somewhat lighter. Yeah, it feels somewhat lighter. It feels like when you shake this one around, there's something heavy that kind of rolls around inside of it. That there's air, like with the other one. If you were to shake the other one, it would there's barely any air pocket in there for the coins to move around. But with this one, when you shake it around, you can hear coins, but it also feels like something heavier is bouncing around in there.
Oh.
It's going to be quite heavy too. I mean, with the first chest is quite heavy. Silver.
Was there any were there any implements in the kitchen that might be useful to kind of like maybe a poker or something to like get some leverage to snap this brass band out?
You didn't see anything like that in there. In fact, everything was so crude, right? I mean, it was yeah.
Okay.
What exactly are you looking for? Like a fireplace poker or something?
Yeah, that's something of that ilk, yes.
You haven't seen anything like that yet. I do know Airwalk has some metal straps on him from that time that he created that grappling hook, but I don't. I'm just throwing that out there. It's one thing I just remember that
Uh,
Airwalk grabbed. He has a habit of collecting bits and pieces of things and being creative with improvised booby traps.
I don't have that stuff on my person. That got left behind.
I
But
saw it in there in the party sheet. Did you just
I
take
have scrap
unequipped it?
thin metal.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to.
That's like really thin, small pieces for making
Yeah,
alarms.
yeah,
Not for
yeah. Okay,
nothing
not
sturdy. So that's like something that would jingle if something tripped a
okay
string.
for like your the string and that and a
Yeah.
tree as like an
Yep.
improvised alarm. That's cool.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I don't have. I do have rib bones.
Yeah,
Don't,
you do.
don't ask
And you have a
why.
body too.
Anybody.
You have a body too. Remember? Just kidding,
Well,
dude.
that's properly labeled now.
I don't know. That's all. I just didn't know what that
I'm,
was. I
I'm
thought I
carrying
seriously
around the
was like, is
real
he carrying
Airwalk's
around?
body.
I wanted to make sure that it wasn't something I was forgetting. That when you guys were in the crypt, I was like, did he get like somebody's torso or something? Like he's carrying around like a rib cage or some shit. There's no telling. All right, so Zadar, that's what Zadar can relay to everybody. You have 2 chests
And there's a
locked.
third one that's the same size as those two, or?
They're all pretty much the same size. One of them looks a little bit different. It's this one, that one on the south, the left, right here.
yeah,
It's a
Zadar will
little
pick
bit small.
that one up and
Yeah.
shake it a bit too. See
This
what it
one's
feels
heavy,
like.
heavy,
Hmm.
and you hear the jingle of coins. It's heavy, heavier than the first one.
Does it sound like there might be bottles in it?
No,
Hmm?
coin. You definitely hear the distinctive sound of metal.
Yeah, these are useless.
Well, the second one might have something useful because it's got something other than coin in it as well. Right?
Yeah.
There's something large bouncing around in there. I mean, it could be a frickin'
Let's
bag of
bust it
sand.
up.
Loman's gonna hand Zadar his dagger and said, "Yeah, why don't you try and see if you can break that strap with this? Because we don't want to use your magical dagger, but
Oh,
you can
I've
use
got
my
lots of
dagger."
daggers. I've got like 7 daggers, dude.
What are you trying to do? Break the strap? You
Yeah,
cannot break. You cannot break this strap. It's solid brass. You're not gonna get through it with that sword.
okay,
It's not happening.
okay,
Yeah, these are like extremely sturdy,
okay,
just meant to not be
okay.
broken like that easy.
Only we
Yeah,
had a
had to rule it
warhammer.
on that.
Could smash them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Had to rule it on that one.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, we might as well leave these here for now because we don't want to be like lugging them around the dungeon.
So you've been
Okay.
dicking around for about 20 minutes. You haven't heard anything, but until about just right now, you thought you heard a sound of like a large bullfrog, but then it just stopped. The
Uh-oh.
sound just stopped.
Nice. Dinner.
Okay, Zadar's gonna move down in case Murder needs
Really
help.
loud too, echoing. I'll unlock it because get it's gonna get me until they add approve all.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, right?
There we go. I'm on it, dude. I'm bugging them about it. They fixed the asset window because of me. That was for anyone watching. That was because of me, man. I bugged them for like 2 years for that. No, shit you not, dude. I talked to him for like 2 years about that, and they kept fixing and adding and improving it in like increments. I was like, just like I remember the first fix was like they added indexing, and I'm like, but then when you'd come back in, it wouldn't save your preferences, and I can't even imagine using that thing the way that it was. I never used it the way that it was. It was impossible. You had to hotkey everything. Like I
Yeah.
dreaded every time that I would go in there.
Dude, I was watching Mike's game from last weekend maybe, and Foundry allows you to have one character and the rest of the characters follow it.
That's you were watching the game I was in then, because I was playing last week.
I
Yeah,
didn't hear your voice, but
yeah,
yeah.
I played in it last week. So it's a just like everything in Foundry, it's a module, right? Think extension
Yep.
for Fantasy Grounds.
It was just kind of cool, man, because one character could
Yeah.
move and then the rest of the characters would just like
Yeah.
follow behind.
Yeah, we could have had that. That would have been useful tonight, right? There's also
Yep.
one where you ride on the back. You know, we used that in his game when we went on a boat, and then we used it when one character was carrying another character, like we had tonight.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
So you guys are covered in dirt. You guys, or is everybody crawling out of the hole? What's happening here?
Well, Talissa was
before I
heading
walk out of
south
this
there.
room, I want to look around
Yeah.
here and see if there's anything else worth investigating.
Airwalk, examining the perimeter of this room. You're fairly confident that there's nothing. I mean, it looks solid right here, like you know, it's rock. You're pretty sure. Your elven instinct tells you that there's no way forward from here.
Okay. And I'm just gonna exit the room after everybody else leaves.
Okay.
And if Dunghill's still standing there, we'll tap him on the shoulder and say, "Hey, onward, ho."
Talissa's in the lead. Remember, Loman's got the light.
We're going south? Or are we going?
I don't know where you're going. You guys got to
That's
tell
where
me.
you're going. I'm following Talissa.
I'm going south.
You're walking into
Doing
the
it.
dark.
Yep.
Zidar is following Talissa.
I'm feeling along the wall with my hand.
Talissa is a half or wait, am I confusing?
No, I'm human.
Again? Yeah, you're human.
Yep.
So you need light. You definitely need the light.
I've got the lantern, so it should throw quite a bit of light.
Yeah, the lantern is definitely throwing light, dude. I think they can see it on the moon, on Luna. From the creatures on Luna, guys. That's a precursor to things to come when you guys are epic level.
When I get to this
send you to the moon. Huh?
corner, when I get to this corner, I'm just gonna put my back to the wall and peek around with my head.
Okay. All right, Talissa. This is what you guys can see. You can see that to your south, there looks to have been a massive cave-in here. You see support timbers buried under tons of mud. So it looks like the engineering of the previous room to your north failed in the southern chamber. It does look like you can kind of get around it, but there definitely, from what you're seeing right now, there definitely was some type of a cave-in.
Comforting.
And yeah, and
Comforting.
exactly. And down this hall, when you peek around the corner, you can't see much with the light, or until Loman gets up. That we'll just say that he gets up there and you kind of peek around, and you can see that it looks like this corridor goes down and then branches off in into a T section. So it splits to the left and right. It's more stone walls in this area.
Maybe we should get Airwalk to scout for us.
Can do that.
Yeah. Where is your walk? Way back.
He's just enjoying the mud bath.
Yeah, he
Like
really
the
does
spa.
It is the spa for him.
Wait, we're going
Airwalk.
this
Now
way?
you can see the same thing they saw, which is it looks like a massive cave-in.
Loman's gonna step back so the light
The
less
west wall. I should be
restrictive.
specific. It's the west wall here. It looks like it was completely caved in. What was
Alright,
that?
Wait, not
Loman?
going down the route that Talissa's stepping down?
Yeah, I'm just
No, I'm
Pretty
just
good.
I'm just
Right.
stepping back
Just
so the
go.
light isn't interfering with your infravision.
No. Talissa, do you want me to scout this way?
Yeah. 'Cause That cave in is massive. It's not like uh the little hole that we just excavated with our hands. That's like a massive
Yeah, I was just describing it again. It's the west wall of that tunnel appears to have been collapsed. You can see the
west
support.
wall.
This, yes, the west wall. So this area right here, it looks like it just collapsed in, completely collapsed. You see support timbers sticking out. Think of like a landslide, right? Looks like
Mm-hmm.
side of it has just been completely covered.
But but you're saying the entire entrance, there's no outlet there, right?
No, you can work your way around the east side of it.
Oh,
Oh, so we
okay, I
could.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
You can transverse it. It just looks like it's gonna. I mean, it's gonna be a little difficult, right? You're dealing with a
We
bunch
have
of
to like
uneven
climb
ground.
over, yeah, climb
Yes,
over the boulders or
yes.
whatever.
It's the west wall that's just completely collapsed.
Well, I don't know. Let's go this way and see what's over here, the
Okay.
east.
Yeah.
That way, if there's another cave in, maybe we can run out this way. I don't know.
It looks again like you're going into territory where it's been, constructed, right? There's stone walls in here, timbered support beams.
Now I'm gonna cautiously make my way down here with the hood up, sneaking, staying as close to the walls as possible, the shadows. I get a rough feeling that this hallway leads to the north, back to where we came in from originally.
You get the sense that you've done kind of a U-turn, but the depth and how far you are, it's a little bit disorientating. But you definitely know that you were going, that you were heading west and then proceeded down a little bit south, and now you're heading back east. So
I'm gonna peer my head.
the 2 points would appear to you to meet at some point up, or close. So you're peering around. So what you can see is that it branches off. It's a T intersection. You can see that it branches off down to the south and appears to branch off into another corridor from there. And then a short distance to your north, you see a door, and that door actually has some light flowing from underneath the door
Oh,
that you can see.
I've got an idea. So I'm gonna come back and tell them what I see.
mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, it seems that there's a door to the north with some light pouring out. Perhaps it's inhabited and occupied. But I do recall a passage from the entrance that went south as well. Perhaps somebody could run over there and knock on that door while we kick this one in and barge into the room and catch them by surprise.
Okay, I like that plan. So you're saying there's a door back in that original passageway that goes south?
There was a tunnel that went south, a hallway.
Okay.
Okay, Loman and Zadar will go the other go around.
Okay, it's going to take you a good 5-10 minutes to get up there, especially with you carrying him. And then back, you're going back to the entrance hall.
Why is Loman carrying Zadar?
Yeah, it's the
wait
other
a
way around.
second. Problem with that is then I'm taking the light source away from the
You are taking
humans.
the light source away, and also
I could go.
Oh, I have a torch too. I can light my torch.
What are we doing?
Actually,
Airwalk
yeah.
going?
So Airwalk will go because that makes more sense because he can go in the dark.
How
right.
long do you think it'll... Okay, so how long does Airwalk think it'll take him to get to there?
Not long.
Well, I need... on a
Back-
count. If I had to... If we had to... So,
Yeah.
hear me out.
Yeah.
If I had to count, starting at 1, approximately by what number do I think I would get there by, so that I can tell them to count before they kick the door in?
You don't
So
have
that
enough
get
fingers and
distraction-
toes.
Get where? Get back to that original corridor that branches to the south.
Mhm.
You can get back there in probably about 2 or 3 minutes. And
Maybe
you got
we
to get.
can just listen at the door, and if the knock, we should be able to hear the knock if we listen at the crack of the door, like at the bottom where the crack is.
Hopefully. Let's give it a shot. Fuck it.
Okay, I'll go listen.
We only die once.
Loman's gonna be his ear pressed against the door, listening.
All right, what you can hear, Loman, stop right there. Scoot, please.
Yep.
So what you can hear, you waited about 2 minutes before you did this, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Airwalk, first of all, you can see that there's a corridor that runs down into a large hall that looks illuminated by torches. You can see that it opens up into just a large area right there. Second of all, Loman, you can actually hear what sounds to be a fire. You can hear the crackling and everything, but you don't hear anything apart from that. But you do see several shadows in the room, but they're not moving. Could be furniture.
So
This is
when
through
I
the
can,
crack at the bottom of the door. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
That Loman
yeah.
can
There's
see
a
us?
large crack in the bottom of the door. Yeah, it's not flush with the bottom. There's a large crack,
Okay.
and you can
Yeah.
definitely hear. You can definitely hear fire crackling.
Okay. I'll wait. Listen for Airwalks.
And we'll go back to Airwalk. Airwalk, what you doing, buddy?
Airwalk, in step counts and all that, realizes that he's probably wrong, but he's going to traipse slowly and carefully down this hallway to see what the fuck is going on down there.
Okay, so as he's proceeding down this hallway, again, he kind of reveals already what he could see from where he was at is a large, lofty room. Ceiling
Definitely not a dwarf.
Yeah, ceiling looks to be about 15 feet off the floor. It's supported by 6 stout columns of unadorned wood, so it's nothing, no carved pillars in here or scroll work, just same type of timber sticking up from the floor.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pool of mud in the center.
Of course there is.
Because we have to have pools of mud all in this place. Well, you are under a swamp, by the way, so they definitely have some drainage problems in here. That's apparent at this point. But yeah, and it's lit by there's about 4 torches and scones across the wall. You don't see any other doors in here, but you do see that it opens up to the south right here into a dark corridor.
Well, I'm gonna know that is not going to where I was expecting, and I am going to, I guess, walk back and tell him of my foobar.
All right,
It'd
stop.
be awesome if you just kept
Stop.
going and like
Stop.
thought that was the door.
Stop. Okay.
That'd be so fucked up.
I know.
I stopped a while. I stopped on your
I
first.
didn't
Your
see
first
it.
call.
I didn't see it, dude. All right. So let's see here.
We're still listening.
Oh man, yeah, I know you are.
You guys are all like waiting. What the
I
fuck
know
is
you
he
are.
doing?
So Loman.
Yep.
Do you have alertness?
No.
Oh fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna need. In fact, I'm just gonna everybody roll surprise, except Airwalk.
Everybody?
Except Airwalk. Just give me, yeah. Give me a second.
God. So far, so good.
Where's their surprise?
Is that everybody? We need what? Murder? Okay.
Murder. Hold on.
Sidar's
I
wore
got him.
out from having to carry
Okay, thank
Bowman
you.
all over the place.
I'll take care of him. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Damien, are you
It's,
over with us?
I would think so. I didn't move
Yeah.
myself, so I
Yeah.
might be screwed.
Okay, so what I would do here, hold on with the movement. You were right there. Murder was with you. Okay, so let me just describe to you what happens here. So the door all of a sudden violently swings open.
Oh,
And it ain't Airwalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Airwalk.
Whoop.
Okay, can you
Fuck
see
me.
that? All right, so
Yeah.
what you can see,
His plan went awry.
a human.
Yeah, big time.
Let me see what
I
you
tried.
can see, actually.
It was great though. It's a good idea. I liked it.
Okay.
It seemed logical and
I
plausible.
mean, it wasn't a good idea, but I liked it.
It's
All
pretty
right,
funny.
so who do we got surprised? Oh,
Threw
I
me off
actually
by
made
about
a
10
I
feet.
actually made an effect for this. That's the because when you are surprised, you don't get any dexterity, and you also get, well, it's a +1 to hit. So anybody that's surprised, you lose your dex, and the attacker also gets a +1.
that's
So what I did,
Zadar. Yeah.
yeah. So what I did is I made an effect for that today to help me with this, because it's something that I often forget about surprise. So I'm gonna just put this on him.
I always forget that too.
Yeah,
It's actually a good idea
I
to have
actually
that effect.
yeah, I put it in the forum. There's a couple other ones too. There's several of the fatigue effects from Wilderness Survival Guide. There's a charge that actually has a timer on it, right? So the
Nice.
one round charge, and several other things. So let me get back to this. So
They haven't put that up for marketplace yet, and it's supposed to go on today.
I was looking for it. I wanted to buy it today. All right, so Loman, what you see, the door violently swings open, um, and before you can even react, you get the sense of, you know, somebody lurking around the corner to the right. And it seems either one of these two guys to the right and left of the door had swung open the door. But what's even more concerning is the gentleman on the other side of the fire pit up ahead. You see, well, first of all, the room that you see 4 kind of ornate, nice looking chairs
Mm.
and a nice ornate furniture. Very different from what you've encountered so far in this place. This furniture actually looks high quality,
Hmm.
right? And the human on the other side of the fire pit, he's fully armored. Like he's got either banded mail or some type of a half plate, whatever. He looks like your typical warrior, right? And the two gentlemen to your left and right look to be
Gentlemen.
wearing leather. Yeah, they are.
Mhm.
They're all men. Um, they look to be wearing leather, and they're lightly armed. Like you do see a flash of a dagger in one of their hands, and that's all that you've been able to uh, to take in, because all of this happened like that. Luckily, you were on your feet. You kind of had a bad feeling about what was on the other side of the door, and that helped you in this situation. So I'm going to need intentions and initiatives.
Oh, well,
And Airwalk,
was flat.
yeah, Airwalk
Because
is.
he don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, so with Airwalk, his original intention was he was going to head back the way he came back to the. Okay, so that's going to be about a round, 2 rounds at the most. Okay.
I'm tumbling through to make room for Zadar to come up.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and give me a flat initiative on the tumble.
I'm assuming that Murder and I
Okay.
hear some noise.
What was that, Dwayne?
No, that was
Oh
Matt.
no. I'm just rolling my nit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Damien or Matt. What was that?
I'm assuming that Murder and I hear some noise.
Don't ever assume.
No, you don't hear anything yet. You heard what sounded all you could hear was what sounded like a door slam open.
Okay, so it's just a flat initiative for me because I'm not doing anything.
I don't know what they're saying or doing. That's up to them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a flat initiative because
Okay. Talissa.
Talissa, like, shout, "We've got trouble," so that maybe Damien and Murder can hear it, and then she's just gonna use her sling because she's
Look at
only
that.
doing that.
What a smart player. Would you like to change your action, Damien? You can
I
definitely hear her yell out.
then well, still flat initiative because I'll just move up.
Okay. Perfect.
And Zadar is surprised, so he's just standing there.
Yeah, but
Agape.
Murder's not standing there,
Yeah.
being not surprised, sensing danger. He's rushing into the fray, and I'm going to give him. Now, it's with the heavier weapon, correct? Yes, it is. Yep, beautiful. Okay. Zidar is standing there like a bump on a log.
Is one of
Aim.
these
Mouth agape.
standing?
Yep, mouth
Is
agape.
one of
That's
them behind a door, or like the door swings in or
Yeah, it
out,
swung
or
in, I
what?
think.
It's swung in, and you can't see anybody but the big, giant male warrior clad in bandit across the other room. Loman
Okay.
can, however, see several people. All right, Damien, you are moving 45 feet into the main hallway. Perfect.
Yeah, it's about
What
all
you
I
can
can do.
see, Damien, I'm going to change your facing for you. What you can see, so you're not looking to the south, uh, is you can see a brightly lit room. It looks like kind of a bottleneck at the end of the hall, but the door is open, and you definitely see someone that looks not friendly at the other side of your friends.
Yep. No tea time for you.
No tea time. All right, so this guy is going to stab at the gnome. And I believe I didn't look at these guys earlier, but I believe it was Colonel Mustard with the
Lead pipe.
candlestick,
The boomstick.
and this
That
is
was
a
such a
level
good
2.
movie.
This is a level 2. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so Loman, this guy, he's got a tunic on, and you see him
Aw.
pull down a blade from he's got like a sheath, almost like a docker's clutch, right, like on the side right here, and you see him pull it out. The last time that you saw a weapon and a get up like this was the guy that you encountered in the Golden Grain.
Yeah.
You get very strong sneak thief cut purse vibes from this guy, being one yourself of the gentler persuasion, of course. And he misses, luckily. Yeah, well, it's that AC of yours is insane. But watch out, though, if you get hit. All right, so I wanted to get the surprise on you. You would have had no dex stand. I would have got, then your AC would have been like 3, right? Because you get 4 from your dex, 4 for the gnome kit. That's 8 just from the gnome kit and the dex,
Yeah.
and then 2 from the ring, and then 2 from your armor.
Yeah.
It's like another 4, so it puts you at -2. Yeah, it's crazy.
Are you kidding? Holy
No.
shit.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's fucking.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's a miss. There we go. There's that sound effect. Loman.
Okay,
What you're gonna do is you're gonna apply a tumble, but if you are retreating out of melee range, they are going to get an attack of opportunity against you. So roll the dice. It's also 20-foot movement max for tumble.
Yes. So I'm not tumbling away. I'm tumbling in.
You're tumbling in. Okay.
Weevils tumble, but they don't fall down.
So you're tumbling
And
in
I'm
right there.
yeah, and I'm leaving the lantern there and tumbling because there's lots of
You're
light.
gonna have to drop it if you're
Yeah,
doing
I'll
this. So
drop
you
it.
dropped it on the floor. You
Yeah,
dropped it and it's kind of leaning over on its side. Luckily
yeah,
it didn't break.
yeah.
And you've tumbled into the room towards the fire pit. Does that
Yes,
conclude your movement right there?
yes.
Okay, you haven't left their threat range. You're still kind of in their 180 degree right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you would have gone farther, you would have. Change your facing, please, and your
Yeah.
turn.
Okay. And then
So you have to bear with me with these guys because it's been about 2 months since I've looked at these particular ones, but it's coming back to me. I just need to look at one more thing on this one. I actually set these up a while ago in this section. You guys, of course, went to the one part that I haven't looked at in a while, but it's fine. It's easy. It's easy. I just need to make sure that I don't miss any advantages I might get. Okay, perfect. All right, Loman, you see this guy jump up on the chair right here, run across, and he comes. So he basically hurdles over this furniture, kicks this chair out of the way. This last one, right? He sends it flying over the fire, and the embers come up as it hits. You know,
oh,
a
that
log in
nice
the fire.
chair.
Yeah, he kicks it out of the way, and he takes like a brutal swing at you. And he trips.
Oh,
As he's doing this, he trips and falls prone.
Nice.
yeah. I saw that second die. I'm thinking, oh, that could be a crit.
Yeah, he fumbled. That was a fumble right there. That was actually a fumble. Arrowwalk, you are still proceeding towards your original location. Go ahead and move up to the maximum of your movement, which is 120, I believe.
I wouldn't be moving that fast because I first off have no clue what's going on down there, and I'm still going to be in cautious mode, so I'm moving 40 max to stay at 1/3.
Okay. Totally
Logically, that's what would make sense if.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
fair enough.
Yep. I was gonna give it to you if you're going at normal speed, but if that's perfect. Yeah, if you're using your cloak and you're trying to make,
I'm trying to be stealthy.
stealthy. Yeah. Yeah. The 1/3 movement is something that I really agree with that thing. It's just there's also move silently with it too. I mean, I'll be flexible with it if it's something like you were trying to get up on somebody that's like 60 feet away from behind them and you're wearing the cloak and they have their back turned to you. Of course, I'm going to let you do it, right? So you just got to ask. Just ask, because it depends. A lot of things are circumstantial. Talissa, what are you doing?
I shift a little to the left, 5 feet
You
to the
can,
left
yeah,
to get a
and
better angle at the
you
prone guy.
You sure can, and you can shift. Anybody can shift. Anybody can do 5-foot shifts, even casters. So just keep that in mind. What do you
Okay, so
be
I
Now,
have
doing?
don't
a
think that
clear.
applies in our Wednesday game, Bat.
Yeah, anybody can do a 5-foot shift.
I have a clear shot at the guard on the
You can,
floor
with
then.
casters, you have to do it after you cast, though. Has to be after. What was that, babe?
Mm,
What were you trying to
that's what
do?
missed
Oh,
him.
you rolled with bullet. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, as you flung the sling stone,
Mhm.
that dude fell over. You saw what happened. He kicked the chair out of the way and it flew across the room, but then he tried to swing at the gnome and overswung the mark and fell on his ass and your bullet went right over his head. Murder
Right.
is coming charging in at, what is his movement? 9, so that's 90 feet. Okay. Into the room, past you guys, right in there. Yeah, he came rushing. He pushed Zadar out of the way completely. You feel this guy come up right behind you, and he rushes in here. And since
Is
I'm
Murder
actually,
half elf?
no, he's human. And
Oh.
yeah, did anybody take him? Because I would like you guys to do the rolls for him. Laura, so go to
Laura
his
has
sheet.
him.
Yeah, so double click
How
on
do
him.
I
Double click on the
what?
token.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Double click on the token. Go to the action tab. And you know how to make attacks. So what you're going to do with Ranger is he's going to get 2 attacks. One attack this. What? You know what? That's a good question. With Rangers, can they do both of their attacks after moving? Well, first of all, he's moved
Yes.
full movement. First
So
of all,
no.
he's moved full movement.
Full
So
movement, no.
that's yeah. Then he's not going to.
Yeah,
But
hit.
half movement, he
But
But
could.
yes,
yeah.
they can. If they move half movement, they get both their attacks.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, round 2, guys. Intentions, initiatives, same thing.
Airwalk's still cautiously moving back.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Damien, you see
I-
chaos in front of you, man.
Yeah, but
Looks like a total traffic jam up there.
yeah, if I'm not going to be able to get a sling bullet off and get somebody, am I?
Probably
Oh,
you'll hit one of us.
You're definitely going to get somebody. Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
definitely get somebody if you land a hit. Now, if it's somebody you want to hit, I don't,
Yeah,
that's a question.
I'll just prepare myself to be ready to act because I'm kind of useless.
There you go. Okay, just go ahead and flat that. You can always get into position somewhere else at the end of this if it clears up. Loman.
Yeah. I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna hit with my quarterstaff. So end up taking an opportunity attack this round.
Okay, fair enough. So you want to kind of just describe to me what you want to disengage from the fighter and provoke an attack of opportunity from the guard and go after the this shady individual.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant. Okay. Murder is going to attack that same said shady individual. He's kind of in your way, Talissa. So with Murder, I'm going to roll with his right hand. Okay, Talissa.
Talissa is going to use the sickle if she gets an opportunity.
Okay. Remember, you can move through your allies. It's a little bit tight.
Yeah, but if I move through there, wouldn't I get an attack of opportunity?
You
just
certainly
moving
would.
through there? So yeah, I'm just gonna see if one of these
I'm
guys
just
goes
letting you
down,
know
then I
your
can
options. Yep.
move
Zadar,
in.
right. Zadar is no longer surprised.
So he's gonna look for an opportunity to move in and work with his longsword.
There you go. Oh, look at that initiative, man.
But he's gonna have to delay probably to wait to get in.
Yeah, with that, again, I just tell me what you want to do. Sometimes I'll tell you to delay. Sometimes I'll tell you that you can act to it. It just depends. So he's waiting for an opening
Yes.
is what you want to do. Okay, I'll tell you what to hit when we get there.
Yeah.
All right, Arawak, you are up. Man, look at that initiative, man. 1. Doesn't get any better than that. Arawak, you are now back in the mud, at which point you can hear a commotion.
Interesting.
Yeah, Zadar's gonna wait, so should I just hit act when he has a chance to?
No, delay.
Okay, delay.
Damien,
I'm gonna delay because there's nothing I can really do.
go ahead and hit delay. Talissa,
Same here. I'm gonna delay.
hit delay. Loman,
Okay, I'm moving over here, so that guy gets an opportunity attack. Bringing that.
yep. Hold on. There's this guard, okay. It's a miss.
Damn.
Actually, can I get behind him to get
No.
the +2? No.
No.
Okay.
No, he's following you.
Okay. Okay.
You literally dove right past him. He missed.
Okay. I missed.
Murder is going to take both swings here. Actually, you know what? I want you to do the roll. So what I'm gonna do here, if you don't mind, Dwayne, is take him and do the rolls. I'll clear it.
What?
Just pick up murder and do the rolls for him.
Oh, I thought
don't
Talissa
want-
had murder.
She doesn't know
Yeah,
what to
dude.
do with it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I can pick him up.
Are you saying I'm stupid? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'd rather not have to do it anyway.
I don't want to control it or do the rolls for it. I got enough to do. Plus, I don't want to be the one responsible for
Killing him?
exactly. That's basically the main reason right there.
Yeah. Or feel like you have to protect him.
I don't feel that way anymore, dude. The gloves are off when it comes to that. There's got to be. Well, that's a hit.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, go ahead and take your second attack with your offhand. Maybe I'm gonna kill somebody tonight. That's a miss. All right, so
Actually, can he shift up? Make room?
No, not right
Okay. Okay.
now. No. Let's see here. Thank you for asking, though. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna call it as some things happen that
Sure.
makes sense to me.
Yep.
Let's see. Loman, when you dove and you took a swing at the guy, so he was very aware of that, but his eyes were following you the entire time since you cartwheeled right past him into the room. He's got a short sword in his hand. He appears to have dropped his dagger. And he takes a stab at you with the short sword. It's piercing. Just barely missing you. Barely missing you. Fuck, man. Alright, so this guy right here has got a rear attack and murders back. And he has the same thing. He has dropped his dagger. Oh, I had 2 targets. It doesn't matter. It's missed on both counts. Clear targets. Guard gets up from being prone, steps forward, takes a swing at the ranger with a gigantic longsword. Why is it rolling 2? It doesn't. Yeah, that's interesting. Why is it rolling twice? But it doesn't matter. It hit anyways. So, but let me just.
Does he?
Really
Do you
weird.
still have Loman targeted?
I cleared both the targets here. That's bizarre. It's still. It doesn't matter. It hit. So here, I'll just clear everything and I'll re-target it. There we go. I think it was just stuck. All right, so he comes down on the shoulder blade of murder with a brutal hack right into the shoulder. You can see it just gash and the blood just sprays out. I mean, a brutal hit. You can see that Murder almost drops his other weapon when this longsword comes down right on the shoulder. Zadar, a little bit of blood just sprayed in your face. It was that gnarly of a hit. You could feel little wet droplets hit your face through the door jamb.
Yeah.
And what you can hear, Airwalk, you can hear faint sound of like shuffling and steel on steel. That's what I meant earlier. You can sound a sound of a scuffle kind of reverberating and echoing through the halls.
Okay.
And some yelling.
Great. They fucking went in before I could come back and warn them.
They didn't go in.
Well,
That's what he thinks, though.
yeah, don't tell Aerowalk what he thinks.
Yeah,
He
Zadar
thinks they
can't
went in without fucking.
Okay.
moves
All right,
up, but can he reach anything from there?
No.
Okay, so he's just gonna hold. He gets an opportunity to swing at something.
Okay, I believe he's already delayed, right?
Yes.
Okay, end your turn. Damien, same thing. You're stuck.
Yep.
I know it sucks to be stuck, but it's part of the game.
Oh yeah, I'm a mage, dude. I'm a freaking spider web.
Yeah, it happens. We get in these traffic jam situations. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just how the game. It's tight quarters, man. It's always like this in dungeons. Talissa,
Well, Murder's gonna die. He only has 4 hit points left. So I'm just asking the other players. Do you think I should try to save him by handing him a potion of healing,
well, first of
or
all,
should
you
I
have
let
to
him
get us.
die?
First of all,
he's gonna withdraw next turn if he gets a chance. So,
Okay.
because if he stays there, takes a healing, he's gonna take some hits anyways.
Yep.
So
if he tries to, and that's one thing too, man. If you're trying to drink a potion right within melee range, they're getting a swing at you. Just
Yeah.
like if you try to shoot a bow
Okay.
in melee range, they're getting a
makes
swing
sense.
at you. Everybody's getting a swing at you. That's
Can
just
Talissa swing at the? She has sickle. Can she get scout 1 from here?
No.
She
It's
can't
too-
do shit then.
it's tight.
No, it's too tight of a fit. He's surrounded by He's surrounded by people on all ends. He's gonna have to do a full withdrawal, defensive withdrawal to get out of this situation
Yeah.
and unfuck himself.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna forfeit my turn then. I can't do.
Okay, go ahead and end your turn. Okay, guys, this is the top of the. It's actually the 3rd round, but we had 0. Well, I guess it's the second. Or the first round was 0 round, the surprise round.
Yeah.
So go ahead and just roll your nits. Quarterstaff for Loman. Okay.
Flat for Murder to withdraw.
Yep, Murder's got the withdrawal.
Longsword for Zadar if he gets a chance to get in there.
Yeah.
So who's been pounding on you? I guess I only can see Human Guard 1.
You can see the only one that you can see in the firelight in there is Human Guard 1. He's about the same height as Murder, but you can see him shifting, through and there's a lot of movement going on in there. It's a difficult target, difficult to see what's going on. Talissa's got sling bullet. Damien is stuck in a situation where he doesn't have a target. Is that everybody? It is everybody. Right? Yes, it is. Thank you for rolling Murders there. Dwayne, thank you for picking up both of those characters. That's really excellent.
Oh, no problem.
Zadar, you are up, but you don't have anywhere to go, so you are going to hit delay. Aerowalk.
So my movement through here is even more impeded.
Yeah, it's 1/3 when you're in here, so just
So
let's
a
see
third
what
of
we
a
got.
third. I'm gonna throw caution to the wind in this area, and just to get through it.
How do you stealth through mud?
You
Right.
don't. Don't. Okay, so that will
you do. You got to get down really low.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like Apocalypse now.
Yeah.
All right, so you've gone 40 feet through here, throwing caution to the wind,
Well, just traversing.
traversing.
Okay, so Murder's gonna pull back.
Okay, that's 1/3 movement.
Go back to here.
Perfect. So when you do that, all three of these guys take a swing, but he's able to parry the blows and actually fight his way backwards and not take any hits. His shoulder is still in horrible pain, horrible gash in there. Damien, you see that the chest filled in front of you has the chest pieces have opened up somewhat.
Murder
Yep.
says you can take my spot.
I love you, Murder, but our hit points are almost equal.
Oh yeah, no man, yeah, your hit points are. I think I might be able to breathe on you and kill you, so have a backup
that's-
ready. Everybody has a backup in this group. Some have 2 backups. We need to make one for you, Matt.
I hear you.
We need to make one for you. So start thinking about what you'd like, and we can create that together. Loman just made his cool. What is it? Elementalist?
Fire Elementalist.
Yeah, from the Tome of Magic. That's cool. Okay, Damien, what are you doing, buddy?
Well, I think I'm just going to delay. I still don't think I've got a good shot at anybody. Have we've not done any damage to these guys yet, have we?
Yeah, we've done damage to the one.
Well,
but
you don't know about that.
yeah, you can't
but
see.
You don't
Right.
know about that.
Scout 1, right? I only see human guard.
Yeah,
You only see the guard. You
and
see a
he's
big,
heavily
large
armored too.
Yep.
He's the one that
Alright.
laid into Murder.
Very
I'm going to
cool.
delay, and then I'm going to blast him with a magic missile next turn.
Okay. He looks very brutish. He's a big guy, like 6'3", big, burly, bearded. But again, not only does the furniture in this room look good, and it looks clean in here, it actually looks dry, and their equipment looks of high quality.
So, yeah, they're not like the farmers and peasants we've fighting.
No, these are not farmers and peasants like the ones you were fighting before. No. What are you doing, Loman? You got your staff. Go for
Yeah.
it. That is a miss. End your turn, please. I know you're controlling 3 characters. It's rough. Let's
No, I don't
see.
mind.
You're pretty
good.
good with it. I mean, I've seen you run a battlefield with like 40.
Well,
40
yeah,
creatures.
DMing, like, you get used to running multiples.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You appear to know this tool very well as well.
Oh,
does.
I've played for a few years now. It's almost like over 3 years now.
Yeah, you've been doing it for a while. Fuck, I cannot hit you. And I am trying to hit you, man. This scout is. I am trying to hit you, man. Like I really am trying to hit you. This scout is. He's frustrated. He's definitely frustrated at this point because you just keep ducking and weaving. You're so tiny, he just cannot fucking hit you. Talissa.
I'm worried about the other guy.
Do I have a shot at Human Scout 2 on the right?
Yeah. I mean, what are you trying to do? Sling?
Yeah.
No, not at that angle. In
Alright,
fact,
well,
you're so close. You're 10 feet away from your windup is. I'll give you the slingshot against the guard, but not against that at that angle. Not against the scout at that angle. It's just too close.
okay. I doubt I'll hit this guy, but I'm gonna give it
Just
a
way
shot.
too
Oh,
close.
who knows?
Dude, you better be careful because you could take an attack of opportunity because you're shooting a range with a person right next
Well,
to
no,
you.
but she couldn't attack that guy last round, right? So he I presume he can't attack her either.
He's a little bit out of range too.
Yeah.
It's the angle of the. That's why I didn't allow her to swing at him.
It's the corner.
Yeah.
It's the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Oh.
That is a miss.
Yeah.
It plunks. It misses
Bad.
so bad it went over here. You heard it hit the far wall over here.
I got his
All
attention too.
right. Yeah, she did. All right, so I need to clear this. Let's see who he's gonna go after.
Vidar.
He's rushing Talissa.
Oh
Oh,
no.
Just shot
Hi,
me.
Talissa.
He's rushing Talissa.
It's okay. I have another character.
Yeah, it was a 1 and 3 right there.
Yeah, you
So
might
one.
want to withdraw as well.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm already hurt.
Yeah.
The fuck am I doing? Okay,
If I
that.
survive this blow.
Okay, there we go. That is a hit. Oh my god, you got. Look. You guys see the damage?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You?
Yeah.
Lucky.
So, he. You got so lucky right there, man. I rolled a 1. I rolled the lowest damage you could get. So he comes across the field, rushing you. He looks pissed off because you tried to cap him with the sling, and he slices you across the knee.
Mm.
Only, and it was aimed for your stomach, but it's only because you jumped back just in time that it actually got your knee. At which time the scout right there, you can see a look of annoyance on his face as this guy kind of stepped in front of his target. So he moves up to Loman, and he's gonna stab with his short sword. Missing, of course. Zadar, you are up.
Ah, Zadar has a target.
Yeah, it's a tight right there too, but there is enough room that you can actually stab through if you would like to attack that way.
Yes.
Not fighting around the corner. That is a hit.
Ooh, nice. Oh yeah. Ghetto
It's
crit.
a brutal hit. Yeah, it's a brutal hit. So I can tell you that you hit him along the side of the face. Damien.
All right, since I didn't roll a nit for a spell, I'm going to end my turn into a spell next turn.
Go ahead and end your turn. I can say that the helmet, when Zadar hit him in the face, the helmet went flying off across the room.
Zadar's gonna
Now, if I can only
attack
hit
with the
you
sword
guys.
again. Going with the quarterstaff.
Get the gnome. Got to get the gnome flat-footed and surprised.
Who's gonna withdraw?
Talissa's gonna withdraw, okay? Is that everybody?
Murder is gonna say, "Hey, anyone got a potion?"
He's yelling that out?
Yeah.
Okay. Top of the round is
Fortunately, the
Talissa.
guy next to you has got nothing, Murder.
The
Talissa has
conversation's going to
something.
be a little bit more hectic than that. I mean, you're probably going to break it into words like, "Hey, potion!" You know? It's not
Yeah.
going to be like, "Let me check here," and
Medic!
you know,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be. All right, so 1/3 movement, which will be for you. I believe your movement is 9, right? Your movement is 9.
Yeah.
So it'd be up to 30 feet. Is that where you want to go? Like right here?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Go ahead and end your turn. Airwalk, you definitely heard someone yell out right now. It sounded like they were yelling for a potion.
They were yelling medic.
Yeah, I'm sneaking still because I want to analyze the situation. If I can get a chance to get a backstab in on something, hopefully they're surrounded. I mean, not that I hope that they're surrounded, but
Now, how many battles has Airwalk sat out so far?
I don't know. Let's see.
That's the
Same
nature
number
of that's the nature of the scout.
Yeah. it
Either
Always
they're
the-
fighting shit
always
all
the
by
rough.
themselves and getting killed.
Well, they can
Or-
get killed, yeah, like easily. So
Yeah.
I've played one. That's kind of what I did too. I snuck around and opened things and ninja, just ninja
Combat
around.
prowess wise, they suck. So
Yeah, they do. At lower levels, they do. Until they get about 6th level, it becomes a little bit better. That was my first AD&D character. Was thief. Let's see here, guys. So we got this scout. He's still aiming at Loman. Hopefully you can hit him.
Hopefully not.
That's a miss. Damien, did you roll for
Alright.
missile? Yeah,
Yes,
you
I
have
did.
targets.
Oh, nice.
Yep,
Light 'em up.
you have targets, my friend.
Hmm.
I believe you have 2 missiles as well, right? I mean, you have
Yep.
1 missile right now that it does 1 missile damage, but you have 2 slots memorized with missile, right?
But I've used one in the last battle.
Oh, you have? Okay. Then you got
Yeah.
1 left.
All right.
Okay.
I think I've got human guard targeted.
Yes.
You do.
All right. And all I do is roll damage, yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Okay, you see that this volley of energy with the bad reverb sound effect right there from Sirenscape
Yep.
go flying across down the hall directly into the target, and he looks shocked as this ball of white blue energy just kind of, you can see the electricity come off it a little bit, and he
Ooh.
kind of does one of these as you hit him. Now, just to rule check the magic missile, you are level 2.
Correct.
It's 1.
Level
I know
3, he
this-
gets 2.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know. Murder, you are up.
Unless you play the signature spell, and then you get 2 initially.
the fuck is signature?
Signature spell. What's that?
That's one
Never heard of that.
in John's game. I think
So
it's
that's
a
a cool rule.
I think it's a CNC thing too.
Maybe it is.
I've not seen it in CNC.
Or at least maybe George made it homebrew in his CNC game too, because it's in John's game and George's CNC game. Both have
Probably
the
liked it.
signature
I know he
spell.
likes to make like proficiencies and stuff, so he probably made it up. Or took it from some other game. We all do that.
So Murder's looking around for a potion.
So
Potion!
Give him one in the next turn.
Murder's yelling for potion.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and delay till the end of the round.
Okay.
Okay, Scout is still. Everybody's converged upon the gnome at this point. All right, dude.
Why is everybody picking on me?
As you tumbled into the room. There.
Yeah,
Oh my
what the
god.
fuck were you thinking?
Oh, he can't be hit. He can only be hit by a 20. And I have
Yeah,
not.
that's-
Well, my AC's just 2 now because I'm not tumbling. It's -2 if I'm tumbling, right? Isn't it?
No, it's you got 4 again. You got it's
That's
7 from.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. That's why I nerfed it before. It's 4. It's 4 against.
That's like a 5th edition character.
It's 4 against medium. You get 4 bonus of 4 against medium size or larger. So that just is like 90% of characters right there. Then you get another 4 for your dexterity. So there's 8. Then you got 2 for your ring. That's 10. Right. So that's
Damn.
AC 0. And then you got another 2 for
Oh, my armor.
is it?
Yeah.
your armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So there
I
you go.
forgot
There's
about the
-2.
armor. Yeah.
It's a total of 12 armor point. Yeah, the only way that I could
Does
get
the
it
ring of protection stack with the armor?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
not 2
It's a
rings
ring
of
plus
protection.
2 too. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. It stacks with armor.
Oh,
You got it, the only thing, I mean, with especially with just basic leather,
yeah.
which he has basic leather. Um, the only thing that you can get is the ring of protection. But if you All right. Did I roll? I did roll, and I missed. I
He should
barely
be our
missed.
tank. Fuck.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm an AC tank,
Kinda is.
which is what my
But the
monk
thing-
is in my 5e game.
The thing is, if I hit him, he's dead.
Yeah, I'm toast if I get
He's
hit.
He's one crit away from being killed.
Because if I get hit,
True.
Yeah.
it's a crit, so then it's more damage, right?
Yep.
So
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I struggled with it when I first saw it. I was like, really? Like, but then I thought about it and I'm looking at the hit points and I'm like, okay. But also, if I catch you flat footed and
Yeah.
surprised,
yeah,
I mean, well, flat footed would be surprised for no dex.
yeah,
But then getting the +1, that puts you at a 1, which still I have to roll like a 19 or better on most,
Yeah.
with THACO 19. But it'll get diminishing returns, right? The
Yeah.
higher level
yeah,
that we get as
Yeah.
the enemy's THACO increases.
yeah,
So it's gonna balance out. It's
Yeah.
like everything in this game. The balance is super out of whack, but who fucking cares?
Well,
The
it trades off infravision for the AC basically because other
yeah, but
gnomes have
yeah.
have infravision and don't have that, right?
Yeah, I would argue that getting a bonus of 4 armor is a lot better than having
my gosh,
infravision.
Right.
I would say that's a lot better than
Yeah,
I'd
because as
say
soon
that
as you have one
trade-off-
human in your party, you're
Yeah.
toast. You're walking
Yeah.
on the torch anyway.
Yeah.
So does that come?
exactly.
Does that come with the? That's a kit then.
No, it's
That's all right.
it's a race. It's a forest gnome.
Right. From
Yeah.
the
From-
complete guide to gnomes. and
Yeah,
nothing.
it's all right.
Yes,
It's,
yeah.
We can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's cool. I don't want to criticize it. It's cool. I'm happy with it. I'm totally fine with it. Zidar, go ahead and make your attack.
My first attack this round.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for reminding me of that. That's a hit. I'll have to had something else planned for you guys that would have been, but we'll see what happens. Okay, go ahead and delay. Loman, you are up. You
Yay.
can see that the guard in front is looking a little bit bloody. His helmet's gone. As you were stepping back, you almost tripped on it because it hit the wall
Oh.
when Murder clipped him.
Oh, there you go.
It's a hit.
Nice damage.
Yeah, you crush the guy's skull in, and he actually falls flat on his ass. You see this table?
Oh, yeah.
He falls flat on his back against that table, and the table breaks.
Oh,
And he's
nice.
just sitting against the corner, like a dead marionette against the corner, just like his half of his skull crushed in. Murder. You could see you could hear a horrible crushing sound coming from in there. Zidar.
Our second attack.
That's a miss, and at this point, Murder, you can actually drink the potion. So I would have said by now, Talissa was able to get it to you, and you can drink that. So go ahead and what is
Should I
the
put it-
so?
2d4
so
plus 2. I think.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. To keep it simple, how many of those potions do you have?
I have 2. I could put it in the party sheet if that makes it easier.
Just put it in the party sheet, and then Loman or Dwayne will grab it and,
Yeah.
and apply it to him.
Okay.
There
I
it
was
is.
gonna say manually roll it, but I would rather just do it, whatever's easiest. Yeah, so you were able to fish that out that round, and he was able to intercept that vial from you and drink it down. Go ahead and roll that in the open.
Okay.
Yeah, but now you know while oh nice man, nice hit.
Oh,
And it doesn't get any better.
I screwed up. I put it on Zadar, not Murder. So the
Okay,
me's.
so we'll take 8 away from him, from Zadar.
Wait. Has he been damaged? He hasn't been damaged.
Yeah, he was damaged, I believe. Fuck, man, I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
don't know either.
Zadar was bloodied.
No, because I'd
That's what I
healed
thought.
him earlier, right?
No, but I hit him. I could look back on
Oh,
here
oh
if
yeah.
I hit
Okay.
him. I did
Sorry
hit him.
about that.
No, you're good. I
Wait,
hit
it
him.
says heal to Zadar, not wounded, so that means he didn't have any.
Yeah,
Okay, well
I
then we'll just keep it that. So drag the that hill. Can you drag that on top of? I'll just add 8.
well, I
Just
already
keep it
did.
simple.
I just added it to a sheet,
Oh, okay.
so I
There you go.
I did it.
Thank you. Yep. That's why I like playing with other DMs. They can just fix shit. Yeah, the only thing about that was the only thing that I was having an issue with at this point, because it's already impossible to hit you, is adding the tumble on top of that.
Yeah,
So I had to cap the tumble thing, man, because it's
yeah, fair
just
enough.
that's ridiculous at that point. I can't, there's no way to hit. Like, but yeah, other than that, it'll even it out. So we got somebody landing flat on their ass. Let's see, we got it's initiative time.
Okay.
Quarter staff. Okay, good. Don't trip on that helmet behind you, Loman.
Try not to.
Damien.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether I should cast another spell at this guy.
Take
It'll
your
be my
time.
last spell.
Take your time. Murder.
Gonna see if I can get in there.
Okay. That's a dual attack. Talissa. You got that gash in your shoulder, remember?
Yeah, I mean, I still have like roughly the same hit points as like Arwalk. I mean, I'm not that hurt.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I'm just saying you got clipped in the shoulder this fight. Like
mhm.
hard.
Yeah,
You took
yeah.
max damage. Alright, so what are you
Uh,
doing?
fucking- I'm just gonna.
Oh, bringing out the big guns, Damien, with chromatic orb, huh?
Not sure if it's big guns.
It's pretty good, man. Read it. Do you know what it does?
Yeah.
Okay. Good, because I'm gonna need a refresher on chromatic orb. I know that it can stun, and I know it does damage. I think it scales with level, if I'm
Right.
not mistaken.
It's
Right?
not much at level 2.
Right. But effect wise, it's damage and there's a stunning effect at higher level.
At higher levels, I believe that's
Depends
correct.
on what they pick for the color.
I didn't see anything
No,
to
I
do
don't
with
think
color.
you pick. It's your level creates the color.
Yeah. But
Okay.
So I'm level 2, so it's a red orb and it does 1d6.
There you go.
And the special power is heat.
I see it, yeah.
Hmm.
Heat orb is intense enough to
Yeah.
melt 1 cube about that's
Cubic yard
cool.
of ice.
Victims suffer. You know what'd be interesting is I wonder, can you actually, as you gain access to the different colors, can you actually use any of the colors previously? So like the level 3 one is blindness from the orb.
Right.
I'll have to
level
read
4.
about that. That'd
Yeah.
be interesting. I was under the effect that it's like that it can be cumulative.
No, it's
Yeah,
when I
so the color of the orb, so yeah, like with level 3 it's orange. I see
yeah.
it. That's interesting. Yeah, so you wouldn't want to use the previous ones because they consecutive or consistently get better. There's no reason why you'd want to use the red over the orange.
Right.
Okay, I see it.
And
Just gets
heat
better and
causes
better.
them to lose 1 point of strength and 1 point of dex.
Yeah, it's just consistently better. There's like no like 2 does stun and 3 freezes and
Yeah.
4, you know, does this. It's just better and better. That's really cool. Yeah, chromatic orb is great. It's just been a while since I've read that
You got to
spell.
hit. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, you got to roll to hit. It's like Melf's acid arrow in that regard.
No.
It's like the okay, let's see here. Arrow walk, you are up. You can see Talissa at the end of the hall kind of nursing her shoulder.
Yeah, I'm moving in. stabilize the situation. Nope, didn't give me where I wanted to go. You moved. You okayed it before I was ready.
Are you ready
Not,
now?
not 10 feet. I want to just go just south of Damien.
Like this?
Yeah,
Or
but
like this? Like
there
this?
you go.
Okay,
Yep.
just tell. Yeah,
So
I won't
that's
click it. I mean, I thought you were done because you didn't say anything. Just yeah, I'll
yeah. I'll say when I'll say when I'm done for future reference.
okay.
That way there won't be a. Because I
Okay.
was like right in the middle of dragging it down when.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if you could see either when you're going around T intersections like that, right? If you haven't been approved yet, it's kind of hard to move in that area without approving them first, right?
Well, I just click on one of these other players.
Like
and
if
they
you're
can see
moving from
it.
there to there, if I haven't approved it yet, you can't even drag it out because you can't see the area you're dragging to yet.
But I could when I clicked on Damien. I saw what was.
Okay. All
He's
right, so
smart,
you can.
is what he's telling you.
Yeah. All right, so you can see a situation up at the other end of the hall. Looks like a rather hectic situation.
Yeah. All right.
Damien,
Okay.
big hitter.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where is.
Do you need help?
Hopefully that gave me a +1 to hit. It did.
It did. Nice shot. That's a
Mhm.
chromatic orb. What color is it? Orange? Red?
I closed it. I think it's red.
I believe it's red.
It's red, so it
Let's
was
go with red.
1d6.
Mm-hmm.
And why does it
Nice.
say 1d4 in my field?
Maybe because it needs to be adjusted. In that case, just do, here, let me look at it for you. Chromatic orb. No, you have the different levels for it.
Yeah.
So open up the chromatic orb casting powers,
Yeah.
the cog wheel. Open that up.
Yeah.
What you're gonna want to do is that second one, see 1d6.
Yeah.
Click that damage.
No, I don't see that. So first cogwheel, I see chromatic orb attack.
Yeah,
Maybe
click
is
on the
it the
cog wheel. It should open up a bunch of different powers for this. It's got like 15 of them programmed in there. All the colors are programmed. So this is a level 2. So what you're going to
Yeah.
want to do, here, I'm just going to show you the screenshot of this so you know how to do it. It's level 2, so you're going to want this one, right? This fucking screenshot so small. Okay, here, let me personal message this to you. Okay, that's in a PM to you. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Personal message.
But when I expanded mine,
Mm-hmm.
oh, now I see all the colors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm red, 1d6.
Yeah, and you also have the effect. See the red heat, strength
Hey, look at that.
-1.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh,
So it's got, and
nice.
also make sure that you apply the effect on the dead body. That doesn't matter at this point because you fucking nuked his head
How do
with the
you apply
chromatic
the
orb.
So how do you do the effect?
So you
The
see
effect
above it.
button on the spell.
Okay, I see the little like zombie looking thing that says effect.
Yeah, the man.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you would just click that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
There you
That's
go.
going to
Yeah.
be the same for all spells that have that.
Okay.
Yep.
So always look at your spells to see what
Interesting. I like
things
that.
they have, what clickies they have.
All right.
Yep.
Cool.
I would concur with that. Click around, see what you got. For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, you killed the living shit out of that guy.
Good.
Yeah, I think that's your first kill in the game.
That's my
Congratulations.
second kill.
Oh, that's right. You lit somebody's head on fire with magic missile. Thank you very much.
That's right.
Zadar, So a flash of a brilliant red light kind of flew by your head, and then you see it hit this guy in the face, and he just drops back. He just drops to the ground immediately, hit by some force of energy. Kind of startling, actually.
Okay.
And you could see that the gnome is engaged with. There's only one person that appears to still be breathing oxygen at this point,
I'm gonna
and
try and
he's
step
engaged with the
through.
gnome. Mm-hmm.
Get
You're
in
gonna have a rear
behind.
attack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Better
In
target him.
fact, it's going to be +3.
Ooh, okay.
And the reason why is because this one's statted in the module. He's got one more for dex, so it's 3 for no
Okay.
dex.
Cool.
That's a hit. That's a hit with an arrow for whatever reason, doing hardly any damage at all. That's your single attack round. Go ahead and end his turn. You don't see any signs of him slowing.
Okay,
This has
Loman's
become
gonna.
a habit of these guys, it would seem.
Oh.
That's all right. That's a miss. The second one was against target 2, right? So
Okay, yeah.
that's a
Miss.
miss. I got you. Scout is going to swing. That's a hit.
Ooh.
Hitting Loman.
Ouch.
I can't even
Oh,
believe it.
just
Stabbing
1
Loman.
point.
Yeah, I can't even believe it, dude. Like, unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't
You
even
got
get
lucky.
any more damage than 1. That's twice tonight where I've hit you guys and rolled 1. Like, you guys.
Great.
I'm gonna have to adapt the Gary Giggett's combative, methodology right here and buff these guys a little bit.
We'll just say there's
Um,
poison on the blade, save versus versus
yeah, I
death.
could do that. You know what? No, this couldn't be that, could it? As I said, this was something. No, it's not this. Let me make sure.
That's not a dagger of venom, is it?
I'm actually checking that because I remember. Again, this is the one thing I haven't looked at in about a month and a half. No.
It is. I have a slow poison spell.
Well, that guy in the golden
What?
grain did have a dagger of venom, right?
Yes. In fact, you still have the vial of that shit on you. Talissa.
Can
Which I'd
Talissa
be careful. I would be
shift right
careful
here?
not to fall over with that in your pocket, Loman. What? Yeah,
Can
of
Talissa,
course. Yeah.
and then do you
You
sling
guys,
against this guy?
yeah, you can. But if you do, you are going to be firing into melee. There's 1 and 3 right there.
Oh,
It's a hard shot too because you're kind of firing at an
yeah.
angle.
All right.
It's
I'll
one of
just
those.
I get
You know
around the
what?
corner and I see the situation and I say, maybe I'll just
I'm
hold
not even
back.
gonna give you the shot again. I mean, I would give you the shot against him, but there's still a chance it could fly wild into one of those two. It's
Fine.
kind of a weird angle. I don't know about that one. He's dead, of course, because you guys killed all my fun people. Murder.
He's moving up.
Move him on up. It's actually standing on uneven ground right there. He's standing on a body.
So is there a minus?
Yeah,
What's the minus?
1.
Okay.
But he is flanking too, so that's going to cancel it out. So it doesn't matter anyways because it's a hit, and that's a kill.
Yay.
And with that,
Hey.
he doesn't even have to get his second attack off because this guy literally falls into that fire pit and starts cooking.
Ah,
So there's a guy sitting against he fell on his ass onto that table, broke it, and he's sitting against the wall. There's a heavily armored fighter laying sprawled out. He looks like he's got burn marks all over his head. He's sprawled out. That's what Murder's standing on. And then this roguish gentleman is now, he's literally catching fire as we're speaking. So
He's
what are you guys
laying on
doing?
the burning chair.
He's laying on the burning coals right here. The chair is smashed against the wall. The fighter
pull
kicked
him
it out of the
off.
way.
Oh, I thought he kicked it on the fire.
No, he kicked it out of the way. It kicked
Oh.
over the fire,
Oh,
and it
okay.
caused embers to fly up, and it flew
Okay.
against the wall.
Yeah.
Pull him out of the fire.
I was waiting for somebody to speak up. Yeah, because this guy's cooking at this point. You pulling him out of the fire?
Yeah, Zadar will
Who's
pull him out.
pulling him out? Okay.
Zadar.
Where's he putting him?
I'm
I'm gonna unlock it.
gonna put them in one of the chairs.
He's gonna put he's gonna put the guy that fell in the fire in a chair.
Yes.
He's gonna set him in a chair.
Yes.
Okay,
the chair on
sit, like
fire.
right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'll have to find an image. That's gonna be a difficult one right there to find an image for. Okay, so I'm going to close combat for now because you don't see any immediate threats in your general area.
Let's search these guys and search the room.
I'm gonna
Yep.
just listen to this door in case there's people just here.
Well,
Although-
after you can hear the crackling of the fire,
Oh, okay.
still burning pretty good, right?
Okay.
And you don't hear any commotion from the other side. And
I guess
when
if
you
they
try
heard us, they would have come already, probably.
Yeah, the door is locked too, by the way.
Oh, okay. Let's search. Maybe these guys have some decent treasure.
What's this in the top left corner of the room? That's Alyssa's standing next to. Is that a table or is that a chest?
It's a table. It's a
Is
table.
there anything under the table?
There is nothing under the table. There's no
Tapes under
trap
the
doors.
table, perhaps?
There's no trap doors. So searching the bodies, you do find an exquisite short sword amongst one of the rogue type fellows.
Hmm.
There's also another mundane, just a standard looking short sword. It's well oiled, well taken care of. It's not like the shit rusted garbage that the guards in the other room were wielding and wearing, but it's nothing special. You find 2 medium shields, 2 leather armors, and let's see here. It really should be there's a banded mail on one of them, but it's not listed on here. The fighter is wearing banded mail. So I will drop this parcel in here.
Didn't he fall in the fire, though? Who's the one
Who?
that...
One of the rogue fellows fell in the fire, but you pulled him out immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, you pulled him out of the fire immediately. So give me 1 second here. Man, I just could not. That sucked for me. That's the 3rd time I rolled 1s for damage, man. It's already hard enough to hit, for fuck's sake, man. Alright. That happens. Alright, so
The dice do what they're gonna do.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna drop that into loot. And I should manage to get this out. Let me see here. Because this is incorrect on there. There should be banded mail.
Does anyone else use a short sword other than murder?
Airwalk.
Oh, okay. Airwalk should probably take it then.
Exquisite short sword, by the way. There's
Which
the
one
banded
is it?
mail.
Because there's 2 short swords in there.
They look
I will.
identical.
One has like a cost and it's a finesse.
Yeah,
light.
I'll label it a little different.
I'm guessing it's the one that's got the broken header where item is on the
Non-ID'd.
Is it non-ID'd?
Well, it's broken.
Yeah, it's got a weird.
Not
The
broken,
formatting
it's just-
is messed up.
The formatting's messed up on it, so I'm guessing that's it.
Yeah, well, let me just change it to make sure that that you get the right one. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
I didn't do these parcels. Okay. There we go. Very fine.
Interesting.
Come on, Spencer. Seriously?
Oh, so Zadar can replace his shield.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, he certainly can.
Hmm.
Come on, man. Why is that not dragging in there? All right, there we go. Does it look different now? Can you see
Yes.
very fine? Very
Yes.
fine? Okay.
Yes. Indeed.
Yeah, it's exquisite. Let me give you a better description of it. We're gonna stop here in a second because it's the end of combat. I want to, like I was telling Dwayne, I really, really want to be able to run a longer game sometime. And I was also telling Dwayne that it definitely 100% is going to be 3 times a month because Laura's got Hyperdoma week, which was last week, right? Just so happened to be last week. And there's no way she can play any games during that week. It's just too much. So, Laura, what is it every second weekend of the month?
Every 3 weeks, so 2
Every
weeks
three
on,
weeks.
1 week off.
There you go. That's our schedule, guys. Yep. That's our schedule. So it'll be, she can't play during that week. It's just too much work
What are
for
you
I have
her.
doing
to,
that week?
I have to run this. It's a screen that I have to run at work, so I run the robots to do high throughput screening, and it's for a pharmaceutical company.
Okay.
Basically, this screen runs through the night. It's like a 24/7 screen that week, and a lot of times I have to go in the middle of the night to fix things.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, I remember when you've had to do that.
yeah, it's fucking lame. It's
It's just
it,
one of those, and it's one of the, it's like the worst screen that we run
Mm.
because it uses the equipment so like intensely.
Yeah.
It's very intensive.
yeah,
Basically,
it's
I've never gotten through one of those screens without having to go in at least once.
yeah, the robot's always breaking and it's just
It's the
intense, man.
equipment,
So she's probably gonna have to skip all
Brutal.
games that week
centrifuge.
You're
because
gonna have to
Yeah,
just have them buy better robots, man.
I
yeah,
threatened to I threatened to quit, and they gave me a 3-year like retention bonus. So now I have to stay another 3 years to get this bonus.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
golden
yeah, we gotta
handcuffs.
make him
Yeah,
You're
all
like,
exactly.
this shit sucks. I'm done. Well, how about if we give you this giant paycheck in 3
yeah,
years?
just making almost
Yep,
200,000 a year. I mean,
I make
they
more than that
definitely
now.
they definitely want you there if you're making that much.
Yep. Nobody else will do this shit. I'm like,
Well, you're a
I'm
scientist
just,
too, so it's not only just the anima or the
nah,
automation,
I
it's
just,
because it's science too, the biology in it. So because you've worked all the departments, you've worked the
it's
screening department.
because I've been there 21 years, and it's like one of those things that experience matters a lot.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
fixed
And
it. You
it's,
know what to do.
Yeah, so
yeah.
that's it right
And
there,
it's because
man.
it's
You
always
nailed
a
it.
different problem. It's never like, it's not like you can write an SOP for it and be like, oh, this is what
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, you have to have the
It's,
troubleshooting skills.
yes.
guys, I'm gonna
I've
burn
got
this.
two guys that are like newer, and they just, it's so hard. I can't teach them how to do it. It's just experience.
Yep. I'm gonna burn this potion of healing off murder. I just when something's
Oh,
used up, just
oh,
nuke it
oh
off
yeah,
the
yeah.
sheet. I did
Sure.
it. Don't worry about it. Just make sure you delete when you use stuff. I know Scoot, you know this, but yeah, get rid of it off the sheet so you don't get confused later. I've done that where I haven't done that and it bites me in the ass. Magic, but good. You checked those off.
So should
Cool.
I delete Airwalk's body?
No, don't delete. No,
All
you
used
do.
up.
no, he does. No, just an explanation of that for other people. What he does is what I do. In fact, if you look at all your sheets, you notice how in the inventory I'll put like backpack, wearing, weapons, and then
Yeah.
I'll organize it under that. That's
Yeah.
what he's doing. My wearing is his body.
Yeah.
He just calls it body. I honestly, when I saw body, I thought, I seriously thought, because you weren't here for this, Matt, but they found like a temple of Ralashaz underneath the town of
Oh my
Orlane.
gosh.
And like, and he was trying all this different shit. Like he took bones, he took a jawbone, he took some femur
Yeah.
bones, and I just
Jawbone.
figured, I thought, did he pick up like a rib cage or something?
Well, I
You
took
know,
a
I'm like,
body of one of those guys and put it
you
into the
did.
fire thing.
You did. You took a body. I'm like,
I
and I
did.
felt dumb. I was like, did he mean that he was
Does
taking
he
some of the body
snag one?
parts? Like there was like, cause there was mummified, like paper light, just paperweight fucking bodies down there. So
Wild.
Yeah, you don't know Airwalk.
Airwalk's rad, dude. Airwalk is cool. I'm gonna hate to kill him next week. Just kidding.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm gonna hate it. It's gonna break my heart.
He's so far out of combat half the time because
I know, it's true. But
he
dude,
doesn't
it's
even get to
prob-
take a fucking shot, man. I'm
That's
like
probably true. You know
I'm
what?
fucking sitting around going, damn, why did I go there?
I would.
That was so funny that plan went so south.
So next
Where did it
week,
beyond south?
we're not gonna have murder in the group. Again, it's kind of balanced for 5 right at this point. So we're just gonna blink him out of existence of the game until Roger comes back, and we'll put him back in. But I have other fun things planned for you guys, so don't get cocky. You may have foiled my plans tonight, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I'll do a write up for it, um, and I'll give you Airwalk or Scoot, everybody. I'll give you a better description of the sword and what it looks like. It's actually really master craftsmanship. So I'll describe to you what you see on the blade, and you can glean what you can from there. And then again, we'll pick it up in this room. In fact, I might just expedite this part right here. If you guys want to search the rooms off game, we can do that, and I will tell you what you guys see. If you so happen to encounter somebody behind the door, we'll pause it there, right? But we'll just do that. This is not where I was expecting you guys to go tonight, but that's just par for the course.
It's the way it is.
Yep. But no, it's cool. It's fine. Like I've done the whole dungeon like multiple times. It's just that this particular room I haven't looked at in a long time. So your guys' trajectory was one way, and I was like, okay, they're probably gonna, go over here. Nope, U-turn. So I was like, all right, dude, we're going.
That's called a player tactic to throw the GM off balance so that
I
he
think
rolls natural
so.
ones.
I roll. I fucking hit the gnome. I hit the gnome, dude. I hit the gnome, and I fucking got a 1. Like seriously. And then I hit. Who else did I hit? I hit
You hit
Zadara.
me and
I hit
you
2.
got like a 2 or something.
Yeah, I hit
Yeah.
you and the gnome and got a 1. I got a 2 on you and a 1 on Loman, and I got an 8 on murder. I fucked murder up. That's who I got in the shoulder.
Yeah.
I long sworded him in the shoulder. But yeah, and when you said that poison blade thing, man, like I was like, wait a minute, dude, did I forget that?
Oh,
Because there is something, and like,
yeah.
but it's not this. It's not even this module. I was like reading something else. All right, dude, I gotta run to the bathroom, man. But thank you guys so much
Oh,
for being
thank
here
you
and
for
playing.
running.
Yeah, we love it.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thanks, everybody.
yep.
Have
I
a
will
Yeah.
talk to you guys
night.
soon. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, that was fun,
Cheers.
guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, see ya. Laura.
Later, guys.
I guess.
Oh.
Raid. Just a